what is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, that's New Yorkers. We don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels, and he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the big red machine. Who wants to fight him? And Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I was saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he goes. Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the foam bar, get around with the bomb with the bomb bar.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. And listen, the Forbidden Door was last weekend, but my man Show opened up his Forbidden Door and came on fucking time. What's going on, Show? My man Show is in the building. He is robotic, but it's all right, though. It's all right, though. My man said, Gigi came on time twice. Nah. I got to come on time. What's going on, Show, man? How's everything with you, brother?
I'm good, feeling a little robotic, but, you know, I'll deal with it.
It's all right. We just got to get you a quart of oil. You'll be all right.
Some BW40.
Word. That's it. Some 5W50 and shit, you know? That's all it is. Get the kinks out. You're not used to operating this early, you know what I'm saying?
No. I should be on. I'm usually ready to be on in 2 hours. What's going on?
Word. Right, you didn't even get your makeup done. You didn't get your coffee done or nothing. None of that.
My makeup artist.
You out here. Word. You out here slumming it with the fucking middle class and shit. I see you.
Oh man, how you feeling today, brother?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm excited for this episode just because this is the one. Yesterday we was off. Yesterday it felt a little weird to not be on, but we back tonight and we talking about wrestling. We in our element. This is what we do. This is how we started. And there's some news. Not a lot of news like every other week, but some there's allegations of Vince McMahon raping a woman. There's no confirmation that Sasha Banks been fired, even though there's some story that she's been let go June 10th, and then everybody's like she's still on the roster online. So like no one knows the actual status of Sasha Banks or Naomi right now. Which, to be honest with you, I think would be kind of stupid to let go of them. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Like they always say, a business is not one person, right? There's no one bigger than the business. So. But then we got the Forbidden Door. I don't know if you want to add anything to what I just said, Show.
Yeah, I kind of did. I wanted to know, has there been a similar situation that's happened before where, like, let's say somebody like The Rock or, like, I can't think of somebody similar to the stature of Sasha Banks that played this game. You're going to give me what I want or fire me.
The Ultimate Warrior did that apparently when he won the World Championship, and and the story goes he held up Vince McMahon for money, or else he wasn't gonna go in the SummerSlam main event. Vince McMahon said, "All right, I'll give you the money." He goes out there, he does the main event, and as soon as he cuts through the curtain, Vince McMahon goes, "You're fired," and he takes the shit. So that was the story that they told about the Ultimate Warrior. That's the only one I know. That it was like one of those, all right, you want to do this shit, you're gone. Mm-hmm. Off the top of my head, at least at the stature of someone that's a star, the mega star at the time. But yeah, that's the only one I know. But the thing is, it's like there's a difference though. When Ultimate Warrior did that, they said it was for money, and for his own self gain. Sasha Banks is doing this for a division. Is for the women's tag team division. So far that we know of. She's standing up for the rest of the girls. At what point are the rest of the girls gonna stand up for her? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's even though you're a team in the wrestling industry, you gotta look out for yourself because if you're not working, you're not making money. But it's still certain things gotta be greater than money. You either stand for something or fall for anything. And like I said, we don't know the whole backstory of what's happening with the politics and shit. But as of right now, she's either gonna be a martyr or this is a way for her to get time off. Her to take advantage of her getting time off to do some. Because I also heard she had some surgery done or something done or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. What's going on? Dave is in the building.
Straight from the Forbidden Door reporting.
Word. My man said, "What a crazy week of wrestling for me. Forbidden Door and Blood and Guts 3 days after. Woof. What's up, guys? Yo, you tell us what's up, Dave. Yo, my man was there. He was there at the Forbidden Door. He got to see the legends of New Japan Pro Wrestling and American wrestling wrestle. And then he got to see War Games, Blood and Guts fucking match live. Not a lot of people in this generation got to see that shit live. Because if I'm not mistaken, there was only 3 or 4 of them. Well, there's 2 Blood and Guts, and then maybe 4 or 5 War Games in NXT. But NXT, their stadium holds maybe 50 people at most. So there's not a lot of people that got to see it. Yeah, Oh man, Show left. He said, "Fuck it, Sonny's here. Show's gone." What's going on, Sonny? How you do? Yo, did you get to see Forbidden Door, Sonny? I know you were wrestling head, and I know you wanted to see that shit. What'd you think of that, man? Dave, what'd you think of Forbidden Door? Also, seeing it live. Yo, Show, it's funny that you got disconnected as soon as Sonny comments fire Show.
It's him, B. He's hacking my shit since day one. That motherfucker
gotta
told me his computer so he can keep a hold of my shit. Now he's fucking disconnected me so I can get fired. I hate you,
Yep,
son.
he's doing that. That sounds like Sonny, 100%. Sonny said that he loved Forbidden Door. Dave goes, 15,000 people for both shows, screaming their asses off. Yo, that's how it felt at Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm not gonna lie. Arthur Ashe Stadium felt like it was almost like a WrestleMania style event, and that was the fucking Dynamite and Rampage. You know what I'm saying? And you're at Forbidden Door. I can only imagine the level of intensity the people were there in the crowd to see people that they may have never seen, live otherwise going to Japan. You streaming with a pair of teeth? Sometimes, whenever Show decides to laugh.
Who the fuck does that, B?
Who you think, Joe?
Who the fuck? It's Sonny. He's the only one that would come up with something such clever, motherfucker.
We got Show's teeth on the show. It's our special guest tonight.
Oh shit! The Show's teeth made it early, y'all.
That's how you know Show be talking so much shit. His teeth come on before he does.
Oh man, I had a lot to talk about. So I said my teeth first. I got it.
Word.
Nice.
Yo, so before everyone else gets on, what was your opinion of Forbidden Door? What did you think of it?
I loved it. There were some matches that were iffy to me, and that's because you guys brought my imagination to this wrestling god. And then when I saw him, I was like, I mean, his aura was dope, but he was a regular wrestler. I ain't seen nothing special. I ain't seen no fucking inverted McFlippies or nothing.
No inverted
McFlippies. Guy normal as fuck. This guy is CM Punk. But that's even before the botch finish, because there was a botch finish. That ending was terrible. But even before that ending, I was like, where's the act? Like, where's the Okada? Where's the Okada that these guys have been mentioning for years? Like, I see him and he's CM Punk. He's okay.
All right, so he's talking about Okada. The thing with that is Okada was like he was wrestling an American style match. And, in New Japan Pro Wrestling in Japan, there's a specific structure of a match that you wrestle, where there's a feel out. There's 3 stages of the match. This one, the whole match itself was kind of sloppy. Like it was incredible to see. Just for the aura of each wrestler, knowing who they are, like, yo, we get to see this and blah blah blah. And like, there's some spots that were dope, and there was some things that were just naturally fucking magnified. But it's just there was some slopping. I seen what you seen, and it wasn't the best showcase of Okada, right? And I know you mentioned before, like, yo, he's gonna be we're gonna tell you where to watch him and all other shit, but the thing is, like, what he says, man, go watch Okada versus Omega Fire. Tell me that ain't a star. Yo, bro, any of Okada versus Omega matches were dope. Even like Okada versus Sling Blade or Switchblade. That was, those matches are fucking fire. Yeah. But that's all in Japan, like I said. So the different structure of matches. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just the reason why a lot of people say that this guy's the best is because a lot of the shit he does is fucking flawless. Like the drop kick he did. That's one of the best drop kicks you're gonna see in wrestling. The problem is when we saw it on TV, the production fucked that up. A lot of the things that AEW does, or the faults, is where they have the camera at certain times. When he threw that first drop kick, my man was out of place, and we didn't get to see his drop kick. We saw his head, and then he threw the second one. It's like, all right, you get to see it, but it's like at this point, he just did it. He just did it twice, so it's like it loses its nostalgia. When he put his arms out, that's his, like, his wake up taunt. That's his I gotta finish it taunt. like in the game. You know what I'm saying? So the way that works is when he does that, the camera pans out and you see the 50,000 people in the Tokyo Dome fucking cheering because like, ooh, so it's a lot more impactful when Japan does it than when AEW did it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the show was huge, but like for him, it wasn't as big as it should have been for him. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. They should have made that a little more special for him.
If it was a one-on-one match with any one of those guys, you would have been like, all right, I get why this guy is a fucking. I get why this guy is the fucking man. You know what I'm saying? But because it was yeah.
They should have had 2 single matches. Okada against whoever the hell you want to put them from those 4, and then the other 2 could fight.
Yeah,
like that, I would have wanted them to do it. Like, if you're gonna do a Forbidden Door, you're bringing people for Japan. If you're bringing the fucking show to your show, don't expect me to act normal. Like, you bringing somebody from Japan, like, bring your Japanness with you.
Yeah. Well,
like, I want to see you in your glory.
Yeah, but the thing was, a lot of the wrestlers were injured, so a lot of these matches were thrown together quick. You know what I'm saying? Like that Fatal 4-Way match wasn't thrown together until the week before. I'm pretty sure they had other ideas for that match, but people were injured. They had to substitute people with other people, and so there was. It's not an excuse, but there was a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure they just had to come out of pocket. Like we're gonna have to do this off the fly. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sonny, not for nothing. Yo, that camera angle with Sammy falling off the cage was kind of fucked up because you get to see that big ass air mattress that they had underneath the table to make it safe, the same way that Jericho did. And I'm not saying I didn't appreciate him taking that bump because that was sick, but it loses the aura. Like when you see Shane McMahon do this shit, when Shane McMahon jumps on that fucking inflatable fucking bubble, you're like, whatever. But when Mankind did it and it made it look like he actually landed on concrete, because he mostly did, but like the camera angle made that shit look crazy. That shit, that's the only problem I see with the. Huh?
You think Mankind had a pad?
No. So his pad was the table, and he slid off of that shit. He didn't hit that table at all.
I thought they might have hidden something like under there that we didn't know about.
Yeah. That's it. Like the production of everything else, like the way the entrance was, the lighting and all that shit was fine. It's just when you watch it, sometimes them moving the camera does not help out the match for us at home.
Gotcha.
No, I hear you, Dave. Yeah, I hear you, Dave. Because I'm not gonna get upset. I got to witness history. The fact I got to see all my New Japan Pro Wrestling favorites still blows my mind, bro. If I was in your position, I would be saying the same shit. I'd be saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying? My man got to see Okada and all the other ones that I can't pronounce because some of them got some names on there. So, but yeah, man, it was honestly better than any show I think WWE could have did.
Oh, definitely.
That was the wrestling and a half. The problem, and I know this isn't going to be a favorite opinion. The problem I had was what's going on, Gigi? Was Eddie Kingston. And the Blood and Guts was with Eddie Kingston. And the main event match, I felt like I know that was the best this guy could do because I know in this I can't fucking pronounce his name, but I know the dude that fought Moxley, he's injured. He's like the Hulk Hogan of New Japan Pro Wrestling and shit like that, and he can only do but so much.
Oh, he was
I felt
injured.
like that match. No, he's not injured, but his body takes it. He's like the Mankind, like he's hurt, like like his knees are fucked up.
Hurt.
Yeah, he's old. You know what I'm saying? He's old. So, like that was the best you got, but it still was like I wish there was a little bit Suzuki. There you go. Yeah, it was like, I don't think Moxie can hold the match like that. You know what I'm saying? This is where I get my opinion, like Moxie and Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. That's where I get my opinion for them. But going to Eddie Kingston, like that match that he had, the trios match, my man is always wrestling someone else besides Jericho. How do you have beef with Jericho and you never fighting this nigga? You're always in a match with him and you're never fighting this nigga. You had 3 matches already. One where it was an all-out fucking brawl where anything goes, and you're fighting fucking one of the dudes from 2.0 the whole match at the concession stands. The only thing you did to Jericho was pour gasoline on Bryan Danielson. That's what you did during that whole match. That's all you did to Jericho was pour gasoline on Bryan Danielson. That's all you did. Then you're in a trios match, and you're fighting fucking Sammy Guevara the whole goddamn match, and the other Japanese dude. Oh no, I can imagine just the them two together. I'm just saying like the match like that psychology to me. It's like, bro, if I hate someone, I don't give a shit who's there. I'm going after them. Especially if you're gonna talk about you're gonna make me. I'm a drunk again. The demons are swimming. You lit me on fire. You tried to kill me. You almost blew up my friend in a fucking in a electric ring blow up match. Like you disrespecting me on live TV when you didn't shake my hand. We got all this beef, and it's supposed to be on site. You ain't like you see him a lot and ain't touch him. Even last night. If I was Eddie Kingston, I'd have been like, yo, listen, I'm starting this match. And I'm going to dare Jericho to start the match. And the story would have been every time a new member of the Jericho Mutilation Society X comes in, I'd have been like, you come in, Jericho. And I'd have been challenging Jericho. I've been trying to go after Jericho and then made Jericho come in last. Like, that would have been the story I told. It's like, it's Eddie versus Jericho, but everybody else is involved because they got put into it. Or Santana and Ortiz and Jericho or Jake Hager. You know what I'm saying? Jericho is a wizard. That's why he couldn't touch him. I get it. I get it. But at least try. At least try. Willa Yuta put more hands on Jericho than Eddie Kingston did, and that was in one match. Willa Yuta put more hands on Jericho in the trios match at the Forbidden Door than Eddie Kingston did this whole year. This whole year. It's like, come on, bro. Do not use the words on site if you looking at homeboy and you ain't touch him. That's not on site.
Word.
That's not on
when
site.
When you're always
that's
on site.
Yeah,
you're never fighting him.
Yeah, motherfucker. You more on convenience. You know what I'm saying? When it's convenient for me. It's like, come on, son.
Not today.
Yeah. It's like, I know Jericho's a wizard, but he ain't John Cena. We can see that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We can see that motherfucker. Yeah, that's the problem I had. And the trios match was dope. Willa Yuta really showed his merits. I think Sammy Guevara is starting to show some chinks in the armor because Sammy Guevara started off strong, but now he's just being like he's just that one-dimensional wrestler to me. You know, like I don't know if that's part of his character. He's just sticking to one thing. You know, he's like gonna stick to the one thing just to show off and that's it. Like if he got more in the bag, then he'll pull it out. Maybe that's what it is, but he's just showing me as a one-dimensional wrestler. You know, Orange Cassidy versus
that's what you're saying?
Will Ospreay.
He's not giving fluffer?
Yeah, it's more of a flip. Like he's more of a spot wrestler. He's like, I'm gonna do this big gigantic thing that does nothing just to show you guys I could do it. You know, like yesterday during the Blood and Guts, he jumped from one rope to the other ring to the other rope, and then landed in the middle of the ring, and then like fucking did a pose, and I'm sitting like,
you could have did all that to hit a move. That would have been
like,
dope.
or fuck around and use the cage to backflip off of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just you did all that for nothing, and I get it. but I don't get it because there's certain things that you do to get heat, and you can't do anything to get heat. At least not for me. I'm not even gonna say the style of fan that I am because I'm a unique kind of guy. But for me, certain things need to not make sense, but it gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you see Blood and Guts yesterday? Oh, he's ordering, so we'll wait until he comes back. All right, Sammy did that top rope move, and my sister's face was like, right? Because it led to nothing. Like, he basically reproduced Rey Mysterio's one ring to the other ring jump when he did it on Eddie, and when they had the two rings, but accomplished nothing. Like, if he would have did the jump from one rope to the other ring, back to the other rope, back to this ring, and then hit Cesaro with it. I mean, Castiglione. I think that would have been crazy because it would have been like confusing. Like, where the fuck is this guy going? Oh, he just did some shit, you know. But it just led to nothing, and that it is, to me, it's like you're leading me up for nothing. It's just, now it's a tease, and I don't like being teased. But did you get to see?
For me.
I can see that. I can see that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can see where your expectations for this guy was so high, and then the match was okay, but it wasn't. It didn't meet your expectations. And I know for a fact Okada is better than what you may have seen.
I agree.
And anybody can tell you that.
That's crazy.
Anybody can tell you that.
I've seen him aside from that, but from what y'all say, I said to myself, nah, this guy's better than that. I even said it. Y'all gonna say, watch this, because I know it. It can't be, nah.
Yeah,
it can't be this.
Nah, I hear you. Yeah. And it's true, though. You know, there's a lot of people that you see and you're like, yo, they're better than this. And mostly because it's the style in which the matches are. Yo, no pickles on that Coke. Don't put no pickles in the Coke. Ooh, nice. With extra sprinkles? Dave goes, I like Sammy. I mean, I'll do a few jumps off the top rope and come home to a Brazilian babe any day. Facts. I don't blame him. But also, you know, as someone who sits here and demands more of everyone, I can't let him slide. You know, it's not like I'm picking on him. I demanded more of Priest, of Cena, of everyone that's been on here that, you know, it looks like you can do more. We know you can do more. Why are you giving us this? You know what I'm saying? Like come on, like I'll be the guy. You know, I don't know if it's motivation, but I'll be the guy to be like, yo, that wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Blood and Guts was bad. I do believe it could have been done way better. I do believe that there could have been. I don't know if they gave a lot of thought on how they were gonna play this out. You know, they just wanted to keep it simple, like, yo, grudge match, let's do this. That always works. I get it, but you know, there's certain things that you can equate, like, or you could compare to like NXT, like let's say NXT's War Games. Now the caliber of wrestler in those matches are not the same as AEW, but some of them can do the same thing that a lot of the guys in AEW can do. It's not comparing the wrestlers, but the style of match, like the story they're telling in the match. Like you see Carmelo Hayes starting the match off because you know this guy is the fucking most athletic and he could probably go the longest. You know what I'm saying? There's a thing in there, and I can see, you know, and Cesaro started off because my man is an Iron Man. I get it. But at this point, it's not team versus team. It's Eddie Kingston versus Jericho. See, that's the story I'm going with. It's Eddie Kingston and Santana Ortiz versus Jericho. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have beef with Jericho. They want to get their hands on Jericho. And that was the story they told. That was the story they built. But that wasn't the story we saw in Blood and Guts. And I wanted that. So if I was Eddie Kingston, I'd have been like, yo, listen, I know Cesaro's the guy, but I'm starting. Simple as that. And I'm going to draw the line in the sand because I didn't need 5 other people to come in here to fuck you up. The rule said I needed 5 other people. I'm coming in here and I'm here to fuck you up. What these guys do to you, that's not my business. You know what I'm saying? But we got what we got. It was a good match. It was entertaining. It was confusing because I always thought if you left the cage, your team automatically lost. If I'm not mistaken, with the original rules of War Games in WCW, if any member of your team left the cage, you lost. It was that cage was meant to keep you in there. The match didn't start until everybody was in, and the only way to win is by knockout or submission. I know they added the pinfall to the new ship, but it was knockout or submission. You had to make somebody quit because that was the reason for War Games. It was the most brutal match they could think of.
Anybody ever got knocked out?
In the original War Games, I think a few people got hurt, but I don't think that many people. What's going on, Gigi?
What's up, guys?
You guys show jealous, so he's coming out earlier now.
Yeah, Gigi, don't be coming over here. I'm 2 weeks in a row. Fuck out of here.
I see that. That's good. That means you're here, up close and personal. Apparently,
yeah,
bro, you're like that Theo that has like their camera on, like, and they're working.
Mija, that's you? You see me?
Grandpa, move the phone a little bit further away from your face.
I see your Marcos.
Hello?
¿Tú me oyes? Esto no trabaja para nada. What's up, guys?
What's going on? We were talking about the blood and guts match, from yesterday.
That was good. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of there was just a lot that was going on. Like, did Moxley really have to go blade everybody? Like, my man was getting caught blading Homeboy's head like this. Yeah, and I'm like, yo, they have to edit so much shit now from that, because I don't even know if that's going to be, is that even, listen, if Tony Khan ain't losing shit while them catching Moxley blading people, then, I mean, I get it, blood and guts, but folks, come on. Next year, we're going to get the guts. We got the blood for, enough, 2 years so far, right?
Yeah.
Now we're going to get the guts. We're going to get the guts.
Listen, Gigi, Nick Cage was cutting people's foreheads during the pizza commercial. So you good. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, I mean, but that was for, the sponsors. Gigi froze on us. I'm going to let her get her stuff back. But yeah, Santana hurt his knee. I don't know how bad, but my man came in like a ball of fire. He started hitting everybody. He did a Uranagi. You know what a Uranagi is, show?
Yes, sir.
All right, so he did a Uranagi to was it either JK, one of the people, one of his opponents, and you could see that his knee gave out, his leg gave out during the move, and the same knee that gave out, Homeboy landed on it, and as soon as you seen it, the whole thing, and boom, as soon as he landed, he was on the floor. He rolled out underneath the rope and went to the cage, and you see the trainer talking to him the whole match. He was out the rest of the match. So he was in the match participating for maybe like a minute, maybe like a minute, 2 minutes. I'm telling him how Santana hurt his knee.
Oh, man. That was so fucking disappointing. Because he did it on one of his last moves that they caught on camera. You saw Homeboy's knee buckled underneath himself, and that's why we did not see Santana stand on top of the cage with the rest of the crew. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then I saw what had happened, and it's rumored to say that might have been Santana's last blood and guts, because he's looking to be a solo wrestler.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yep. he's looking to have a solo run.
Damn. I mean, it makes sense because they haven't been a tag team or been in a tag team match for maybe the whole year. I don't remember them. Everything's been trios or one-on-ones.
They're more in tag teams, like on Dark and Elevation, but they're not like on Dynamite and Rampage, which sucks because I would really want to see Santana Ortiz become tag team champions at least before any of them decide to leave AEW.
Yeah, I would like to see that also. That's I don't want to say a dream of mine, but I think they're one of the best tag teams that AEW has right now, at least the top tag teams. I would love to see them hold the straps.
Absolutely. Besides, yeah, at least something. I think they deserve that, to be quite honest with you. And there was just a lot that was going on. We got Moxley's bleeding, Santana hurting himself, Sammy Guevara jumping like a monkey.
Yeah, that was.
It was impressive. It was not necessary.
Not at all.
But it was impressive. It gave me lots of John Morrison vibes because John Morrison does all of those. I forgot what's it's called. Hardcore. Yeah. So he does a lot of that, and I understand why he did that. He wanted to get away from Claudio. Yeah. Right. So I'm making sure I'm not saying Cesaro here because JR was calling him Cesaro all fucking night. And I'm like, JR, his name is Claudio, not Cesaro.
I called him Cesaro once already. Yo, Taz called Ruby Soho Ruby Riot.
I know, I almost dropped my blood. That was about too loud.
I was like, oh, it's Ruby Riot. I mean, Ruby Soho. I was like, damn.
I heard that shit and I was like, yo, you guys are fucking. That's it. Vince McMahon is losing money. He's gonna sue AEW to gain all that money right back. Yes, Dave, go back and listen to it. JR was calling him Cesaro. I promise you, on the replay, he says Cesaro a few times. If not the whole way, the whole fucking way, and that was hilarious. Got me fucked up here, Ruby Riot. I'm trying to remember the whole entire card because that last match was the whole last hour.
Yeah, there wasn't much. Shit. That's the problem when you watch it the day of and not, the day of the podcast.
I know that Jade had another match.
Yes, with
and whoever she beat.
Yes.
Decided to try to become a baddie, and then Jade was like, bitch, I don't think so. I think Chris Statlander is the one to take her off her high-held pedestal that she got going on. I don't think it should be Athena. I don't believe that it should be. There you go, Layla Gray. I don't think that we should have a former WWE superstar, right, to dethrone Jade. I think it should be a homegrown AEW star.
Yeah, and they're building Statlander for that. I think it's in terms of being important to the story. I know most of her shit was with Red Velvet, but I can see if Athena loses, Statlander going, you know what? It's my turn now. You know what I'm saying? Like I would hope so. I mean, I would hope so also. But I did. I like Jade's character. I like where it's progressing to, because now, like I said last week, she has that Tony cut the shit, which I like when people curse. So when she's saying cut the shit every week, Tony, you're gonna have to cut the shit, Tony. Yeah, cut the shit. But we got some Jameson for our dead homies. But yeah, I like Jade's character, and it was funny when they did the open challenge, and they're like, "How does this girl who doesn't even have a contract with us answer the challenge?" But two girls that keep talking shit didn't answer the challenge. I like that. I kind of like that.
Oh man, there was a lot. There was a lot. So Forbidden Door. That happened, right? And then we didn't talk about Forbidden. We spoke about Forbidden Door just happened over the weekend.
Yeah, the only thing that we said here was Show was a little underwhelmed with Okada. Because that the 4-way match was a little sloppy at times.
It wasn't so sloppy. In all honesty, it would have been match of the night had Adam Cole not gotten concussed. And not to say that, it's all blame on Adam Cole getting a concussion or whatever the case may be. But it played a huge factor into how things ended.
Yeah, because that was a rush ending.
Mm-hmm. Big time. Absolutely. Try to figure out. There was a match for the night. It was not John Moxley.
Oh, I think it was the Mid Atlantic title. Because for me,
yes.
that was dope.
When Pac won.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the match of the night for me. I agree.
Yeah. They had their everyone had their moments. You got to see you got to see the fantasy match of Miro with Aleister Black, Pac with Miro, and then Aleister Black with Pac. That other dude. He was holding up the intensity which the other three guys were wrestling at, so he blended in very well with them. I really enjoyed that, man, and I like the fact that Pac went over. I know everybody wanted Miro to be champion, but I like that Pac finally, wins the title.
Yeah, agreed. They built it up to the point where it was going to be, Miro. They were leading it up to be Miro. You know what I'm saying? They were making it. They wanted you to believe that it was going to be Miro, but the fact that it was Pac, good shit.
Yeah. See,
good shit for the bastard.
Word.
A high five with Caprice. I hope you use hand sanitizer afterwards, friend.
Yeah, he does deserve it. Pac has been proven to be one of the top wrestlers I've ever seen, at least in AEW, because there's been very few wrestling matches he had that were like, all of them were high class. Even Orange Cassidy with Omega, with who he had the rivalry with?
Just recently?
Like throughout the 3 years of AEW.
I mean, remember one of his biggest rivalries was Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy was one of his biggest rivalries was Chris Jericho.
Shit, I'm having a brain
fart. That match though. Let's talk about that match with him and
Will
Ospreay. Yeah. That shit was good.
It was. And
that was an exciting match.
Will Ospreay proved he can wrestle any style of wrestling. Because Orange Cassidy, I can see him confusing most of the people he wrestles with his gimmick shit, and Will Ospreay was all for it. You see, he was like, "Fuck it, put your hands in your pockets, let's run with it, let's do this whole thing with your gimmick." And he was, I liked it. I really did like the dynamic between those two. But I knew that match was gonna be good.
Same. I'm just like kind of going through the card from Forbidden Door and whatnot. The kickoff show, the pre-show. I don't even know what to call it. Kickoff show, pre-show.
Buy-in.
Is it called the pre-show to them? The buy-in. The buy-in. Yeah. See all these fucking names. Premium live events.
Word.
Buy-in, kickoff shows. Everyone loves the Acclaim. It's just I don't know.
Yeah. I'm starting to like the Acclaim.
I've always loved the Acclaim, and they're just Max Caster is just getting better and better. Not only in his wrestling skills, but also delivering his rhymes and his disses and everything like that.
Yeah.
Before he wasn't so confident. You can tell He was still trying to figure out his character, and then he really came together. And the fact that you put the Acclaim and the Gun Club, and they're the ass boys, I love it. Yeah. I love it. It is, and it goes so well because everybody loves the Acclaims and the ass boys. Like, what are you doing? Wait, what? Even though they had and daddy ass, scissor me, daddy ass.
Yo, he's the hypest hype man I've ever seen in wrestling. I'll tell you that shit.
Oh hell yeah! I'm really hoping that the Acclaim are go to Comic-Con this year because I would love to go ahead and scissor Mexcaster. I'm gonna scissor the whole Acclaim. That's it. We're going. Everybody's getting scissored.
That's it.
Oh man, that's it. And I'm gonna have healed Liz go ahead and make me a pair of pants like she got over there that she made for the Acclaim. Them shits was fire.
Yeah, them shits
like, yo,
was fire.
Let's go. Oh man.
Yo, they were saying they had audio shortages, so they couldn't hear the whole rap that he did, and that was, I think, one of the best raps he did. His whole.
Damn.
I mean, so how you gonna cheer for a white man that does white face? I was like, yo, he went in on fucking
that shit. Danhausen. That shit had me laughing. I was like, this man literally said a white man doing a white face. Like, yo, bro. What? Oh man! Oh, Swerve in Our Glory win via pinfall. They're doing well.
Yeah. That
what are we doing though? Yeah, but what are we doing though? I want to know what we're doing because there needs to be new blood for the tag team division.
Yeah,
it's happening again. It's happening. Yep. We're starting to forget our tag team divisions.
Yep.
But everybody's in a tag team.
Yeah. The only tag teams we care about now is FTR. Because they're winning every other person's title.
But not the Young Bucks.
Yeah. The Young Bucks wasn't even in a tag team match. Yeah, and to be honest with you, it kind of looks like Swerve in Our Glory is just waiting for Keith Lee to be at the top of his game because he had those issues or whatever. But once he gets at the top of his game, I think it's gonna be like a little rivalry between Swerve and Keith Lee, and then Keith Lee's gonna go on his own. I don't think this tag team was meant to last.
I don't think so either. But where do we stand at right now? So we got the Blade and the Butcher, right? I'm counting out the Hardys until Jeff decides to get his life back together. Okay. They're not here right now. Leave a message at the tone. Okay. They're not here right now.
Word.
Swerve in Our Glory.
Santana and Ortiz.
Santana and Ortiz, depending on the injury of what we have going on. Is my chair super low? Is it just me? Wait, forgive me all.
What do you think? We got 2.0.
Oh, it was low.
Oh.
Hey, sorry. I'm so much tall. Wow. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So I'm sorry. Let me make you feel better.
Thank you. Well, now we're the same height. Now we're at the same level.
Well, my legs don't feel comfortable, man. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
I'm too close. No, I need to dangle my feet. I need to be able to be like, oh shit, my chair fucked up. All right, I need to be able to do that.
Just between me and you, Gigi, I can dangle my feet on this chair. It's too high. Like this is as low as it goes, and it's a little bit too high for me. So I got a little step that I put my feet on, just between me and you. This is where I got the beanstalk beans from Jack. It's the Giants chair.
So what you're saying is you got some old school textbooks from high school, duct tape them. Yeah. And put them there for a step stool because we couldn't buy the step stool at the 99-cent store. Is that what you're telling me right now?
Pretty much. That's the only reason why I got books.
Totally makes sense. Makes sense. I'm here for it, bro. I'm here. Got me fucked up over here. No, because I'm looking at my camera and it's like my camera looks like it's in the right position. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, oh, right. I had to adjust my chair. Yeah, no, this feels so much better now.
I hear you. If it isn't
It's okay.
Steve, it's the fucking chair. Steve probably lowered your shit. What?
Definitely. Steve was the one. He got the key somehow.
Yeah.
He went through the fire escape.
Yep. That motherfucker.
Fucking Steve. Unbelievable. So we got the Acclaim.
Yeah.
And the Acclaim look like we're about to I don't know. We're separating the Ass Boys and the Acclaim because on Dynamite there was a little, scuffle, and then Daddy Ass, embraced the Acclaim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a little I have a little pie in the sky theory. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the Ass Boys are gonna be like, they're gonna step away from their pops, and then eventually down the line we're gonna see them with Road Dogg. Like, I think Road Dogg's gonna come in and start mentoring the Ass Boys, and it's gonna be Billy Gunn and the Acclaim versus Road Dogg and the Ass Boys. Like, I just have that feeling because they always find a way to get back to each other. The Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
That's so true, though. And the Road Dogg, I don't think he's employed with WWE anymore. He's gone.
No, yeah.
So that would be funny and yet also extremely interesting, because if you think about it, the person who has the most charisma on the microphone is Road Dogg, which actually would be more for the Acclaim.
Yep. Yep.
Because it's mic skills, and then you have Mr. Ass here, Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass, gotta take care of them boys. We're sorry, Daddy.
Daddy Ass. Yeah,
man.
It can't be any worse than him.
It could be a swerve. It could be a swerve as well. It could
That's
be.
True.
It could be. Him like, you think I'll really turn on my boys type shit. Like maybe set them up, but I don't know. I just feel like the dynamic of these two teams combined together is out of this world. I think it sells on its own, and it's not even a main event where it sells on its own.
Yeah, Dave over here goes, that's a dope theory. And Austin theory.
Austin theory.
I like what you did there, Dave. I like what you did there.
You did good, sir.
For you, bro. No, but yeah, I mean, that's just me. That's me doing the fantasy booking in my head, because I know Road Dogg's not with WWE right now, and Tony Khan loves to buy new figures. So why not have him out there? Apparently, if you're old, you're a mentor to these new guys. So he has a whole roster of wrestlers, and then another roster of older wrestlers that are just walking out with the new wrestlers. So he could have his own federation of legendary wrestlers right now, if they decided to ever have a match. God. He could have the Legends title come back, and Jake the Snake and fucking Arn Anderson could go after one another.
Damn, it's true though. Where we're heading at, I don't know. Arn and his Glock, my shoot the whole thing. But listen,
this is true.
Who are the good true opponents for Young Bucks? Because if we do have the Acclaim, right?
Yeah.
If we take them serious enough, they can be it. But I don't see them dethroning. I don't see anybody right now, or in the near future right now, with the staff that they have, the roster that they have.
Yeah.
Anybody taking out the Young Bucks except FTR. But we've seen FTR. Right.
But that's old. Like, they did that already.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, we want to see it. But in all honesty, the Triple Tag Team Champions should go to the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
Keep it more into the roots. But in all honesty, I would really want to see Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
They're picking a fight with the wrong people. They're picking a fight with Swerve and with Keith Lee. And I get this is what Tony Khan is writing. Yeah. However,
you know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like the AEW version of Swerve and Keith Lee versus the WWE version of Swerve and Keith Lee. Because Ricky, like Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs, the AEW grown, but they're the same as Swerve and Keith Lee. Like you have a fucking powerful dude that can do shit in Hobbs and Keith Lee, and then you have the athletic guys in Swerve and Stark. They're power and glory, both of them. Different. They're just one came from WWE and the other one is homegrown AEW. And it doesn't feel like it means anything though. Like their little rivalry. I don't know what it's for besides the fact that Keith Lee didn't want to be on Team Taz.
That's how it started. That's how it started. And nobody wanted Swerve.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted Swerve. That's so sad.
Word. And now he's swerving in glory, but you know, that's another discussion.
Swerve in the glory. What
you said, Show?
What?
Are they ready for the title?
No.
Yeah, especially with the Young Bucks being a champion.
No. Not at all.
Yeah, so the only other teams I could see beating the Young Bucks would have been Santana or Ortiz, but they're hurt now. You know, FTR pretty much has the complete the belt collection to get the AEW titles and hold every fucking title in the world.
As crazy as this may sound, I would love to see the Dudley boys come out of nowhere, just for shits and gigs. I know they're too old, and we don't need that. We don't need that.
No, yeah.
But just as a fan of just seeing the Dudleys versus Young Bucks,
or
tables
even
versus super kicks,
or
FTR. FTR would be good. FTR would be good for them because that would be a heavy match.
Yeah,
and even the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, I seen I don't know if it was an AEW. I mean not AEW, NWA or something. But Bully Ray was apologizing to somebody, and the dude didn't accept his apology, and then he powerbombed him through the table. And the only thing going through my head was, "Yo, Bully, you got old, brother."
Yeah, no, está viejo ya. He got old real quick. Andrade and Rush. I am not sold on them yet. I'm sold on Andrade. I'm not sold on Rush.
Is Rush
I'm not sold on him.
They just signed from
Uh-huh. And I've seen clips in here and there. He's impressive, but I need to see what he's gonna do with an AEW ring. I need to. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see Latinos versus Latinos. I don't want to see Andrade and Rush versus the Lucha Brothers. Because that's like a mirror match. I don't want that. I want diversity. I want Lucha style with fists, not flips. And even though that's a WWE thing, I just want to see FTR because they're just such a better technical wrestlers.
Yeah.
That it just adds some type of dynamic to everything.
Oh yeah, a surprise team that at least I haven't seen in a long fucking time. Private Party. If they come back with a little bit of seriousness, they already beat the Young Bucks. I can see that. Top Flight. Isn't
Dante's brother's hurt again.
Jesus, because I was gonna say, didn't they just make him like the immortal, the Inhuman Dante Martin now? He's like he's got his own
his brother's injured again.
Jesus,
that's why.
You know what you do? You lend the Miz out to AEW, and you get the Miz and Morrison back, and they take on the Young Bucks. They beat the Young Bucks, and then you let any other team beat the Miz and Morrison, and then the Miz goes back to WWE.
You want the back?
Yeah, the hey ho.
Darius Martin. I had to look that shit up. I was like, what the fuck was his name again? I'm terrible with names, you guys. All right, I'm better with faces. Don't judge me.
Me too.
All right.
Easy, I'm sure, by the way.
I know, and it says that you show is on his way.
So are you show by the way, or are you show on the way?
Show on the way. I am showing on the way.
Showing them. That's not what it says here. It says show is on his way. That's what it says. Mine says GG for the win. So.
Word.
Oh man. Let me look at the fucking card again. Here I go, fucking getting distracted with a whole bunch of other shit.
Yo, was the Waze little thing the same thing as the Dark Order? Am I bugging? You know, didn't they have like a little hand signal? Was it the same shit?
Speaking of, wait, who? Which one? What
The
group?
Way. In NXT.
The Way?
With
the Way had something. I forgot. Damn. That's gonna make me think about Johnny Gargano. Stop getting me fucked up, man. I'm trying to read the card.
My bad. All right, we talked about Swerve for his glory.
Speaking of the Dark, right? But speaking of Dark Order,
yes.
Dark Order member number 5, Alan, is no longer with AEW.
Jesus.
So number 5 of the Dark Order is no longer with AEW.
What the fuck? So who becomes number 5 now?
4.5 or 6.
I don't know, but they're dropping like flies. It's the most saddest thing to see that when Brody Lee took a fucking vision and now Tony Khan can't even deliver on it.
Alan
Angels.
There you go. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. But
we appreciate you, Dave.
Yeah, but when AEW first started, the Dark Order was their biggest thing, and it was
the biggest faction.
Yeah, and as soon as Brody Lee died, it just started like fizzing out, and then Dark Order went to dark, and that was it.
Can't have the Beatles, bro, without John Lennon.
I hear you, but you know you got to think of the 12 other people that's in the Dark Order. The Dark Order was like their version of the NWO, just without the Hogan and shit.
They just needed somebody to take over.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. That is the most unfortunate thing because they can't find somebody to take over. They just, they I don't know if they want to start recruiting new members, but -1 will make it great again. I mean, I hope so.
We got another 9-10 years before he becomes old enough to start wrestling.
He needs to go away on my TV. He's adorable. I love him. Yeah. I will forever have something in my heart because of him, and shit no one can go through. However, at some point when he becomes a teenager, he needs to get off my TV screen. All right, we already had Dominic. We don't need disappointment, bro. We need you to bulk. We need you to bulk up, -1. Start bulking up.
Start eating your broccoli.
Starts now. Bulk up.
Put the skim milk down. You only drink whole milk now. Get some pounds on them.
Damn.
He did a promo at Forbidden Door. When was this?
So when the pay-per-view ended, Tony Khan came out, said like a few words, and then he had -1 come out and say a few words. And it was rough. What do you mean if it was rough? Like, I get it, he's a kid, but I thought he was better. Damn. Oh man. Oh man. Damn. That was funny. Good one, Dave. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing. So yeah, Alan Angel is officially gone from AEW. He is no longer part of the Dark Order or the organization. I mean, shit happens. Sometimes it's just not what you want it to be anymore. And it is what it is. The triple threat match, the 6-man winner gets the advantage for Blood and Guts, whereas Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara, Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta. I gotta love that kid's name, Wheeler Yuta. As Steven Regal would say it.
Word.
And shout out Umi. So that was a good match. I enjoyed that match more than Blood and Guts. Like, enjoyed it. I enjoyed both matches, but watching it, you know, and I found that to be fun. Short, simple, and sweet.
Yeah, I have an issue just with the Eddie Kingston parts, because I'm starting to see him overtalk his ring psychology. Because like I said before you got here, in that match, that trios match, Wheeler Yuta German suplex Jericho 972 times. Eddie Kingston looked at Jericho maybe once. He was wrestling Sammy Guevara that whole match. I don't know what on-site means to you, Gigi, but being from the Bronx, on-site means whenever I see you, we fighting. My man has not laid hands on him since 1992, and they work together. I don't know what's the problem, but it's pissing me off where my man is talking so much. I'm talking about Eddie Kingston. He's talking so much.
Onsite was the last pay-per-view when he bought a whole big ass fucking bucket of fucking gasoline, knowing how high gasoline type prices are nowadays.
That's all he He fought 2.0.
He was gonna burn him until fucking Bryan Danielson took the lighter away from him. You know his ass would have burned him. He crazy.
He fought 2.0 in the concession stands the whole match, and then poured gasoline on Daniel Bryanson. That was the most he did to Jericho. He poured gasoline on Daniel Bryanson, and that was the most he did to Jericho. I'm like, come on, man, hit him. I would if I said, if I was Eddie Kingston, Blood and Guts, I'd have been like, I understand y'all motherfuckers want Cesaro to start this. It's smart, but I'm in here. I want Jericho. And I would have started the match, and every time...
But Jericho didn't even start the match. It was Sammy Guevara.
I would have challenged him in there. I would have been like, come on in
here.
Sammy.
Sammy didn't start the match.
No, he did.
Sammy start the match?
Yeah, Sammy started Sammy and Castiglione started the match. Well, I mean, that's his last name.
Okay.
Yeah, so they both started the match, but I would have been on some come in here, pussy, and then made Jericho send in other people just because you could tell he doesn't want to be a part of it.
That's dumb.
My man came in dumb. But he tried to light him on fire. He tried to light him and his partner on fire with gasoline.
He wanted to wait until Jericho got in the ring. He doesn't care how many people was there. As long as Jericho was in the... Why are you going to waste energy when you want Jericho, knowing that Jericho is not going to go first? You're going to waste all your energy on the monkey Sammy Guevara, on the King of Swings, on everybody, first and foremost, before you get to Jericho.
I would have had the stipulation. Dumb. I would have had the stipulation in the trios match at a Forbidden Door on some, if my team wins, me and Jericho start the match. If your team wins, you'll get the advantage. That would have been the storyline. That would have been me.
But it didn't come out like that because Jericho won that match to get the stipulation.
On site, I'd have been on some, you would have had to have security handcuff me to something until it was my turn to get in the ring. Because I would have been like, fuck this, I'm going after Jericho. My man is over-talking his abilities. I swear, he sounds like he's trying to murder someone. And then goes in there and puts a headlock on him. It's like, all right, hold up, brother. Hold up. That's like a dude telling you all day how he gonna do all this freaky shit in the bed, and then next thing you know, he don't know how to take his pants off. It's like, wait a minute. Nah, get away from me. I had enough of him. I had enough of the over-talking shit.
Nah. He is I hate to use the term lunatic fringe because I'm not going to go there with that. But he is they're like a maniac type of style. He's going to fight anybody and everybody. And yes, Chris Jericho is the person that he's targeting because Chris Jericho's the best one that's on the mic. And not for nothing. Right. I get that. But I'm talking, let's think about mic skills now, right? The only person that has strong mic skills from Eddie Kingston's side of the group whether it be Santana and Ortiz, whether it be Claudio, whether it be, I don't know, Santa Claus, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston has the strong mic skills. So you need someone to be the forefront person that's going to go ahead and say the most craziest shit that you can possibly say from a person whose character is this way. To the only person on Jericho's side that can really cut a promo on the same level as Eddie Kingston. Because Jericho will know when to stop and then boom, while the other guys will get lost.
No, I hear you. But
Spits hot fire.
Yeah. But when Ortiz settled his beef with Jericho in the hair versus hair match, Ortiz came out and said, I want to fight you, jumped him, and Jericho said, fuck it, let's have this one-on-one. Hair versus hair, and Ortiz like, fuck it, let's do it. And he fought him. Now, like, Eddie Kingston on site. Show. What does on site mean, Show? Is Show even here? Did he just leave his picture up? Show's probably like knee deep in a sandwich right now. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. Spitting out ketchup and mayonnaise and shit. There you go. Oh.
Talking to my son. It's his birthday. It's my son's birthday.
Today?
Hey, happy birthday.
He's going to have a birthday every year? What kind of shit is this?
Today is my oldest birthday. We were just singing happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. How old is he now?
He is 12.
Jesus. I remember 11 years ago you was 1.
I'm gonna tell him that. Man, this is perfect. I remember 11 years ago you was 1. I would say that.
But yeah, happy birthday to Little Show.
Hey.
You got Little Show and Mini Show over there running around.
I'll let him know.
All right. Well, while Show's eating his food and saying happy birthday to his son, which apparently has a birthday every year, you know, these kids are spoiled. You know, I don't
Including
get to
the big ones. Shut up. All right. Shut the fuck up. I like birthdays.
No, I hear you.
Shit.
Just, you know,
did you not get a goodie bag for yourself? You know what?
I did.
You wasn't healthy enough
for
life. All right.
I did. I got butterflies shooting at me on my birthday from
Yo,
Flocka.
Really? Fucking guy. Speaking about kids, can we just, I don't know, quickly acknowledge the small kid at Forbidden Door who looked like he was in the way of absolutely every fucking thing that was happening?
Yo.
I mean, there was a wrestler thrown towards him. Fucking table almost hit him.
Moxley knocked his ass over.
Moxley knocked him over. Turned around like, you good kid, my bad. You good. And yo, this kid was legit in the way. And it's like, move. But you know that motherfucker had like the time of his life though. He's like,
yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, where the fuck is this kid's father, bro? Like, switch positions with
on
him.
the phone like this. He was that. Oh, yeah, move. Yeah. Oh, table. Oh, yeah. Let's move.
Yeah, it was like my man was like, "What the fuck you doing on the floor? You don't want to watch the show?"
Jesus like, Christ. There's a table. Oh, Jesus! Somebody got speared through it. Yeah,
I guarantee you that kid must have been like, wrestling is fake, right, Daddy? And someone heard him and said, all right, let's show him how fucking fake this is. Smack him with a table, knock his ass to the ground, throw him into the guardrail. They knocked over his popcorn.
The whole time, they kept going back to that corner. I'm like, yo, this fucking kid is bound to get hit by a chair, by something. There's a barbed wire somewhere around there.
Yo, word. That kid's gonna get exploded. This is like shit. Dax Harwood coming out after his injury. Yeah, that
kid took a lot more bumps than some other guys out there that showed up. I'm just saying.
Yep. That kid is the new Eddie Kingston with the way he was taking shit.
I gotta sneeze.
Shit.
No, not happening. No. All right, sinuses. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, right? But,
I gotta sneeze. I'm congested. I slept next to my fucking air conditioner and now I can't fucking breathe.
That's
all right.
It sucks when it's like it's 9,000 degrees outside and the minute you sleep next to the AC, your body's like, nope, now you can't breathe through your nose.
to one nostril.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. It was one nostril. And then once I like ever have that feeling when it starts clearing up, you're like, oh wait, well, why are we moving to come on. Yep. Now the other side of the nostril is clogged up and this one is like, oh, I'm clear as a day.
Oh yeah.
No, see, I'm fucking congested.
And then you try to blow your nose, and as soon as you blow your nose, you get one breath. And it's like, bloop, back in there. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, y'all motherfuckers waiting for, it's like, is it traffic? It's like, what the fuck's going on here?
Bro, I fucking blew my nose earlier today, and I did this so hard that I popped my ears. And I was like, shit. Oh, man. And then next thing you know, it took me about like a solid half an hour for the pressure to actually relieve. I tell you, the moment that it happened, I fucking jumped up with excitement because I'm like all day like... Nope, chewing gum's not gonna help it. Then like one big breath. Oh shit! I can hear again. Everybody sounds so clear. I don't feel like I'm under the sea anymore.
Word. I'm not on the plane
until I go fuck it up again later on in the day. But you know, right? I digress. Bro, the Bullet Club versus dudes with attitudes. I'm Sting, Batman.
Yo, my man was in the rafters, and the next second he's jumping off of the fucking entrance.
Which was the rafters. That nigga's not going on the rafters after that fucking Dark Side of the Story came out of Owen Hart. He ain't doing that.
You know what's crazy? When I saw the white face, I was like, please don't drop. I was like, please don't come down from the ceiling. You just had an Owen Hart tournament. Do not come down from the ceiling. And then he's standing on the entrance. I was like, all right, cool. Because I was like, I don't care how well that shit is. That should never be done again. It should never be done.
You know, Tony Khan he wants to live memories, but obviously not those.
Yeah.
And the last time Sting jumped off, you know, and onto two tables on top of that, you know, we were like, oh, we're not gonna top this, but how can we make this into a thing?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna be flying at least one high spot from Sting moving forward.
He's gonna be Charlotte Flair. I'm just gonna do this thing, and then during the match, I'll jump off of something. Because Charlotte Flair always does that backflip, corkscrew backflip to the outside on somebody. So that's his move now. That's his 7 moves of doom, the jump off of an object thing.
How do you feel about him doing the no sell on the super kicks?
I liked it just because of the when they double super kicked him and it looked so awkward, and he you know, when they knocked him out on Dynamite a couple weeks ago, and that became like a meme. When he no-sold it, I was like, all right, get your shit back, Sting. Go ahead, get your get back, because Sting, Hogan, and Zeus would be the only ones that I could see no-selling some shit, and it's believable.
This man says Zeus.
Well, I mean, Zeus sold nothing. He sold nothing in his entire career. He didn't even sell a shirt. Like my man sold nothing.
Damn.
He hit himself harder than anybody else could hit him. He sold nothing.
Think about the Zeus meme now. Thank you, sir. Now I'm gonna have to post that one up, and that's a novel one. That one's a novel.
If you can get a GIF of him just going Zeus, you'd be like, yo, when you finally make a nut, Zeus.
Yo, I'm fucking weak. That shit is fucking hilarious.
No Holds Barred was my movie.
It's what introduced us to him. It was the one that told us Hogan was not completely immortal after all.
Word. You just had to put his brother in a wheelchair and kidnap his girl.
Yo. Oh man, that was funny as shit. Oh man.
Who's really
so yeah, the Bullet Club versus dudes with attitudes. Dudes with attitudes were the winners.
Yeah. That
it had its moment.
Which one? The Japanese dude that was with Sting and Darby Allin.
I'm trying to find his name.
It kind of looked like there was a language barrier there, but he did as best as he could. Because you could see a lot of the Japanese dudes was like, all right, what are y'all doing? Like what's going on here? I want to suplex him.
Who's gonna call? Who's calling the shots? Like, what moves are we calling?
Yeah.
You see us Sting go a lot into his ear and like just like certain things. It's just
Sting kind of fucked up at the end when he hit the Young Bucks after that super kick, and then he went back outside, and one of the Young Bucks was like, no, go back in the ring. You got to go in the ring and fight. He's like, oh, shit. He went back in the ring. Yeah. I noticed that, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's Sting. Like, let him live. We didn't think he was ever going to wrestle again after Seth Rollins, which fuck you, Seth Rollins. But, it's Sting. Fuck it. Let him do it.
He's a great wrestler. I will never take that away from him.
Yeah.
This might be a very unpopular opinion. Making sure that my internet connection. Sting is a great wrestler, but as a person, he ain't shit. Dry as hell. And it's one of those times where it's like when they tell you never to meet your hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of those people you don't want to meet. Because then your whole expectation of Sting as a wrestler dies the day that you go see him.
I got you.
Yeah.
That happened to me with Jerry the King Lawler and Sergeant Slaughter. So I get
I had a good time with them. Sergeant Slaughter put me in the Cobra Clutch.
I looked at Sergeant Slaughter during Comic-Con, and my man did this and like turned away, and I was like, I literally did that's my nigga. You alright? Like he looked like he did not want to be there. And I was like, all right, well, I guess, hey, fuck it. I don't know who you are, Sergeant Slaughter. Don't worry about me. I'm not gonna blow up your spot. You might want to take that giant picture down behind you of you. But other than that, all right. And then Jerry the King Lawler, the year after he had the heart attack, he's a Comic-Con. And I go out to him like, yo, and he looks at me. And I'm like, yo, like he's in the middle of a conversation. So I don't want to interrupt him. So I go out to him like, and he looks at me, and then he looks at the person he's talking to. And then the person he's talking to goes, do you want to buy a comic? And I'm like, nah, I'm out. And I just left. Like, it was like, you see, because this was a long time ago. It was like, you see, like, it's a kid in his 20s coming up to you. Why don't you go, hold up. Hey, what you doing? But how you doing? Hacksaw Jim Duggan walked up to me and my brother out of nowhere. He's like, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
You guys enjoying Comic-Con? I'm like, yo, that's fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He shook my forearm because my hand is small compared to his. Like,
he's massive.
Yeah, he's a fucking giant. And we had a conversation.
I didn't realize how big Hacksaw Jim Duggan was.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, dude, you're tall. You're huge.
Yeah, fucking huge. And we had a whole conversation. Ted DiBiase was next to him, but he didn't really say much. But you could tell it was one of those things like, I'm just here to, let me get to my booth and shit. But Hacksaw Jim, he was the one that brought me back to, all right, at least one of y'all motherfuckers is cool. I got to see Kevin Nash from deep do the too sweet sign. It wasn't to me, but he did it to somebody around my way. So I was like, fuck it, it's me now. But other than that, yeah, I get what you're saying with Sting. Because there's nothing worse than seeing a dude larger than life on TV, entertaining thousands of people in a ring, and then you see him and he's dry. It's like, bro, I grew up on you. Like, who the fuck is this?
Uh-huh. And it's crazy because I remember I was telling one of my boys this, and he was like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I've heard that so many times from so many other people. And it's like, this is like other people that have been in the wrestling business, in the independent circuit. They're like, yeah, yep, that sounds about right. It's like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
And Dave said that happened to him with Thunder Rosa. Funny that you mentioned Thunder Rosa, because Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm was the next match. That sucks. I hope she's not like that. Like, I just hope that was just like she was on her period or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's a fucked up thing to say. I just hope that she's not like that in general because, damn, she's like so. I wouldn't see her to be like that. She seems so charismatic on TV, a fiery little firecracker. But she also seems like the type of person that if you say one thing wrong, she's going to find it to be offensive. And she's going to be defensive about it. And then it's going to ruin the whole entire experience.
That's true.
About to get Vicks right now.
You don't sound too different, though. At least, you know.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, you don't sound nasally in that. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Like, I can understand. Like, you're a human. You have your days. You have your moments. But also, it's like, if you're at a convention or you're at a place or some shit, unless, like, right at the moment you go to meet them, they receive bad news, like, you should kind of know what's going on. Like, you know, people's expectations of you. Like, they see you on TV every week and you're a certain person. You got to be kind of that person when you see them live. You know, like, you don't have to be jumping off of tables and shit, but, you know, be the person like, hey, what's going on? You're my fucking fan. I appreciate
if you are a heel and you act like an asshole, it's expected.
Yeah.
When you are a babyface, even if you had your heel moments, and you have built yourself the legacy that is Sting.
Yeah.
That is Hogan. That is Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, legend status. And you act like a dickwad. Just dry. Just no passion about it. I had passion watching you, and this gives me all the reasons to be like, what the fuck was I doing with my whole life watching you wrestle? If this is how you're going to be in real life. You suck. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. No, it just sucks. It just overall sucks. I would like to meet him again, but I don't feel like the results would be any different.
I hear you.
I ain't gonna waste my money again.
No, yeah, because, you know, people have that first impression and they either make or break the relationship, you know? And his first impression to you at least broke that trust. It's like, you don't think, you know, it's like, nah, I don't want to see. I know he's a dick. I don't need to go pay for money for a dick. All right, let's see. He wrote down the script. Her, hello, can I help you? Me, I just wanted a picture, but not so much now. Damn. Hello, can I help you? That makes it almost seem like you're you're not that you're stalking her, but she's reacting to you like if you're doing something wrong. Like if you're just sitting there staring at her, like, you know. But then again, you have to assume that, like, if I'm a wrestler and somebody's coming up to me a certain way, I would be like, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, you know, can I take a picture? All right, you're a fan. You don't need to be so offensive. But then that's where the whole, you know, the woman thing comes in, and they have problems of their own when it comes to guys going up to them. But still, I get it. It's kind of like, oh, he was next in line for a photo. So yeah, fuck all what I just said. Yeah, that was bullshit. Wow. Yeah, that if you're in line for a photo, how the fuck is she gonna ask you, can I help you? Like, yeah, I just stood in line for 3 hours for a fucking photo. Maybe you could help me with that.
She thought he was media.
You know what you should have did, Dave? You should have been like, yeah, can you do me a favor? Can you take a picture of me and this person? It's like, fuck you mean?
She's a real MVP setting up your table, acting the way you are right now, young lady. Shh.
Word.
Please. But her match with Toni Storm, it was a good match. Yeah, I enjoyed it. regardless of what happened to Dave, I'm sorry. I still actually enjoyed the match. But I don't know. For one moment, I felt like, again, with the rumors of Thunder Rosa sandbagging Marina, I forgot her last name.
Does she have?
It starts with an S. I just don't remember it right now. But the whole story where Thunder Rosa was basically sandbagging that match with Marina. And then she said, no, I would never do that to my associates.
Shafar.
Shafar.
Yeah. SHAFIR.
Yes. What letter did I say?
S.
Did I say S?
Yeah, you said S. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Did I say S? Yes, I did. All right. I felt like right towards the end, where it made you feel like Toni Storm could have won it, is like it looked like she was sandbagging again. I don't know whether it was fatigue or whether it's because she was trying to win the match and this is how we were going to do it, or Toni Storm can actually, you know what, I'm going to be able to drop my weight a little bit more on you so you can really like throw me. I don't know whether that's like a move thing there, or she trusted her. But for a moment there, it really looked like Toni Storm was having a little bit of trouble just picking her up because it's like dead weight.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she was flipping her around the whole entire time.
Yep. And when me and my brother were watching the match, and my brother made the comment when the match ended on some, so what the fuck is the point of the finisher move if you're gonna hit Toni Storm with your finisher move and then beat her with a random fucking move out of nowhere? Because she did hit Toni Storm with whatever her finisher move is called, and then Toni Storm kicked out, and then picked her up and did some shit I think Dustin Rhodes does. That's not even his shit. Like spinning suplex. He did
she did a Dustin Rhodes move.
Yeah, but
she did his move, his finisher. So what she did was she used the finisher of her trainer to win the match. And the thing is, you have to also think about this. Is this going to be her new finisher moving forward? Maybe her finisher is now the signature move, right? And now Dustin's finisher is now her new finisher. Like, are we changing it up? Or this was just like a one-time off thing? I went to go get a hot dog for that match. I'm so... You know what? I get it. After your experience, I probably would too. Arthur Ashe Stadium is coming back. Woo.
Yeah,
I'm not standing on those lines for them sausages. Fuck that.
Yo, them shits did not move for like 3 hours. Dave said he's going. He's going to be in New York for that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Dave
we're definitely
is coming to New York for Arthur as oh shit, the knuckleheads are coming together. Shut up. You ain't never gonna show up.
He's on the way.
Show on his way. That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be show on his way. Like, bro, we're already in Queens. I'm on my way. Bro, the show was over like 2 weeks ago. I'm still on my way.
I went to the wrong Arthur Ashe. I was in the one in Jersey.
Yeah, I know me too well.
Mm-hmm. It's all right, though. That's why we're going to charge you for all the tickets. And then we'll pay you in cash when you get there.
You still got that Tesla?
With the note?
No, I don't have the nope no more. I don't have the nope no more. But
that was terrible. Oh shit! I'm fucking weak. Oh man.
Shit.
So I knew that Thunder Rosa wasn't going to lose the match.
Yeah.
I said it. Her title reign, it hasn't been meaningful. I think Tony Khan wants to make it somewhat meaningful. But it wasn't it. This wasn't the time. But at the same time, I don't see them building up their women's division.
Nah.
And not unless it surrounds Britt Baker.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's who Tony Storm beat to get the number one contendership match was Britt Baker. Yep. And then every time Rumi Soho comes out, it's against Britt Baker or one of the people that Britt Baker's with. And there's so many other. It's crazy. There was more women segments on Raw than there was on Dynamite. And usually there's like 4 or 5 matches for the women on Dynamite.
I didn't get to see all of Monday Night Raw.
Well, I know that the Carmella.
They had the last. I remember seeing. I think was that the main event where Becky won Money in the Bank?
Yes, it was. That was the main
event. Her opportunity to be in the match.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Money in the Bank is this Saturday.
Yep, which is crazy.
Oh my god! Money in the Bank is this Saturday.
Yep, and it's going up against a UFC event, so that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, they're fucking dumb.
Yep, because I might watch that UFC event instead of for the WWE. Just to be honest with you, but that's me. But yeah, so there was the 6-woman match for the qualification of the Money in the Bank match with Becky winning. Then there was Bianca Belair and Carmella having their face off, and then they had Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss. So they had like
Liv Morgan won, and she won. That's her Money in the Bank opportunity for her. That's how she got into the match. I saw that, I was surprised that Alexa Bliss is not in Money in the Bank. I'm surprised, and I'm not surprised.
She is. Her when Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan beat Doudrop and Nikki Ash, they qualified.
No, and then they had a match to see who would qualify to go in.
They just had a match. Yeah, they just had a match.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought that was just a qualifying match. Women's. I didn't know. Okay, I take that back then.
You got me over here
I guess. I had a double. I was like, my fault. I thought that was just another qualifying match.
No, yeah. All right, so we got
Shotzi's not gonna win.
Yeah, I don't know how Shotzi got in the fucking match, but Shotzi, Asuka, wow.
Shotzi, Asuka, Lacey
Evans. Holy shit, I forgot her
Morgan,
fucking...
Raquel Martinez, I think that's her new name. Raquel something. Yeah.
Raquel Sanchez. It's a Spanish name. They kept it Spanish.
They still have a Gonzalez here. It's not Gonzalez. That's her NXT name. Yeah. I'll take it though. Raquel Gonzalez.
Was it Rodriguez?
It might have been Rodriguez.
Yeah, it is Rodriguez.
It might have been Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's Rodriguez.
Might have been Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Dumb. Whatever. Oh man. I kind of wish that it was Shayna Baszler in this match.
Yeah, to be honest with you. Yeah. I don't know how. Double R.
Double R.
Rodriguez. I think Shayna Baszler would have been a better fit than Shotzi. It would have.
Agreed.
She would have been able to match up with, Raquel and everyone else that's in this fucking match. Lacey Evans, because of the Asuka, just the pure size and strength of these women she can match up with.
And then Becky Lynch.
Yeah. Becky Lynch is the Drew McIntyre of the women's division. With as many chances as she fucking gets.
Seth Rollins. Because she is married to Seth.
True. Well, no, I mean Seth
Rollins. Yeah, no, because you think about it, she's the whole package of being just egotistical, just
last year, Drew McIntyre was in a fatal 4-way, a triple threat, a singles, and then a battle royal to get into the Money in the Bank, and then he had like 82 fucking number one contendership matches with Bobby Lashley because he asked for him, and like my man was the give me one more shot guy. He was a Christian. Remember Christian? Give me one more chance. After every time he lost, one more chance, one more chance. That my man is Mr. One More Chance. And Becky Lynch is turned into that. Give me one more chance to get in this fucking ladder match.
Sure. Who wins this now? So they can go up against anybody, right? And then we have don't forget we have Ronda Rousey versus Natalia. That's a fucking joke.
Yeah, that's really
but
get your hot dog.
But is it just a fucking set? This is the setup for us to get Shayna versus Ronda?
I don't know.
Have you seen the backstage video that went around or not?
No, I haven't.
So there's this video out, and obviously it's by WWE, where you see Ronda and Shayna having a conversation, and Ronda's like, "You need to have my back," and Shayna's like, "You can't ask me to do that. You're my best friend, and she's my tag team partner. I can't do that. You both need to be on your own. I'm not going to be in it." She's like, "I expect you in my." She was like, "I expect you in my corner." She's like, "I can't. Don't make me choose."
Yeah.
Don't make me choose. So, is this just a startup where we do see Shayna? Does she come out to be a distraction to Natalia, and then Natalia ends up finally getting her gold before she fucking retires? Let's just be real. Natalia just needs to go. Nobody said that her title reign needs to be a long one. Natalia is owed her flowers.
Yeah. Was she ever Divas champion?
Yeah. She was a champion.
Not for that long.
Was it Divas or Women's?
No, it had to be Divas. I don't think she ever held those titles.
None of them were fucking long title reigns except for AJ Lee.
And Michelle McCool. But I mean, if Natalia does win,
I'm listening. I'm just asking Google. I'm
just I'm trying to get my thoughts together. If Natalia does win the championship off of Ronda, I wouldn't want to see her get. I wouldn't want to see her lose money, lose the title that same night to whoever won the Money in the Bank. I can see Raquel Rodriguez beating Ronda Rousey with the Money in the Bank. I can see that.
No, I don't. I don't see that. Because there's just they're not letting Raquel shine on her own. If anything, I see Raquel's more of her backside than her fucking actual. I see her pose. By the way, Natalia, 2010, won the Divas champion, and in 2017, she became the SmackDown Women's Champion after defeating Naomi at SummerSlam.
She was a SmackDown Women's Champion?
When Naomi was the SmackDown Women's Champion. I hope you remember that.
And no, I remember when Naomi was the champion. Because that was when that was around the time when it was like, why is Naomi in every single fucking match? Like before she won it, it was like she was I want one more shot. I want one more shot. I want one more shot. I want one more. It's like, yo, listen, after the 18th time, honey, you're not getting no more shots. And then she finally won it. It's like, holy shit.
Oh, who knows? Maybe in 2022, Natalia will become a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion. I love how we went from Forbidden Door to fucking Money in the Bank.
Yo, for real. But I'm looking at pictures of Natalia holding the title, and I'm like, this guy, she has to have stolen this championship from someone. No, but yeah, I see her with the Glow title at SummerSlam. Okay. Wow. That must have been a time when the Divas division, when the women's division was like 3-minute matches. Because I don't remember that.
No, it had a little bit longer. It was a little bit longer. But it was actually a really good match because both women are both athletic. So they work really well in the ring. It was actually a really good match.
Yeah.
But for the women's Money in the Bank, I see Maybe Alexa Bliss. Who's the women's champion? Oh, Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair. Do we get Bianca and Becky?
Again?
I don't see Asuka winning though.
I don't see it either. I see Alexa winning. And in all honesty, Alexa, Becky, no, and Lacey Evans. Those are my top 3 girls that I feel like that's gonna win Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I can see.
Liv Morgan still in it?
Yeah, Liv Morgan's still in it. I can see.
Yeah,
Lacey Evans winning it because they're shoving it down her throats. But I kind of.
I think that's going to be her consolation prize for moving her back and forth between Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know if I'm a heel, if I'm a face, if I'm a heel face, if I'm a if I'm a SmackDown, if I'm an event. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Was I abused? Am I the abuser? Like, what's going on here? But honestly, I think the best things you can do is you put it on Asuka and let Asuka actually have a run with the Money in the Bank like she was supposed to before Becky got pregnant, or put it on Raquel. Raquel is the next star you have on SmackDown. She had a decent match with Ronda on SmackDown. I can see her taking it from Ronda and having a little segment with Ronda before Ronda decides to leave again because she either gets an MMA match with Gina Carino or little baby, you're mad because your fans aren't cheering for her. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see her. But I think Raquel's the way to go. Other than that, you're stepping backwards.
Whatever happened to the Queen?
She's not in this. She's still on a honeymoon. Charlotte seems like she's only gonna be on TV if she's for the title.
No. Queen Selena Vega.
Oh, what happened to her? She got smacked by Sonya and they took her off TV. That was the last thing that happened to her.
Pretty much.
They're waiting for her to team up with someone for the tag team titles again. What a waste of talent. They wasting a lot of the talent in both men and women's division.
But it's okay though, because we got, that's right, Logan Paul.
Yes.
We got Logan Paul. That's right. We're going to forget all the wrestlers that's in catering, as if we haven't forgot them already. And then we're going to bring Logan Paul, and we're going to put all of our TV time focus on Monday Night Raw, because we're missing something on Monday Night Raw, since our tribal chief only travels on Fridays.
Yeah, he doesn't want to work Mondays.
Fuck Mondays.
Word.
Have to be 84 degrees only.
And that's another thing that WWE's fucking up on, because they're in my opinion, their biggest draw was, their biggest attraction to me was Sasha, because you could put her in any part of SmackDown and she'll be like the main segment where Roman was the main event guy. You know what I'm saying? But now that Roman's gone, Sasha's gone, I have not watched SmackDown in months. I have no idea what's going on SmackDown. They don't even have matches from SmackDown on premium live events. It's sad. And then you can have Sasha go to Raw and SmackDown and do something with both of them. Even though you don't need her on Raw, because I think Bianca Belair stepped up. But still, you have no one on SmackDown in the women's division. And I'm saying that because Natalya's trying her hardest to start a rivalry with Ronda, and I can give a shit. I don't know if y'all care about it.
Back.
Yes.
They need Bailey.
They do.
Bailey needs to come back.
I used to love Natalya. She turned into Rey Mysterio.
Wait a minute. Elaborate on that statement, Show, before I start.
Rey Mysterio used to be on top, and then he became the guy that they put in there when they needed a great match.
Okay.
And they used to feed him to people.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing with Natalia now when she's older. I haven't seen her win once.
She's the legitimizer. We're gonna make this other woman look legitimate, so she's gonna beat Natalia. I get it.
Correct. She's the Bret Hart of this whole thing.
Yeah. Shit.
So that's why I compared her to Rey Mysterio. I know you said elaborate.
No, because I was just about to be like, well, Rey Mysterio is one of the fucking goats, but I get what you're saying. The way they're using Rey, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so real quick, back to Forbidden Door.
My apologies.
Okay.
We veered off. Veered was coming to Knuckle
HeDD.
We veered off.
Well, I mean, all right. So the last match we reviewed was basically Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. Yeah. The next one is what we kind of already touched base on was Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah, that was a fantastic match.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
The fact that JR came out and decided to call this match, I was like, yo, you know he has like seniority basically back there. Just like, this is the match. I'm calling this one.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm not out there. How many hours, Tony? No. You get 2, maybe 3 best matches out of me.
Yeah. It's crazy because you could tell he had no idea who the fuck Will Ospreay was. He doesn't.
Yes,
know
he did.
This. I mean, not like was not
so do you know that JR called the matches for New Japan Pro Wrestling for the English version?
I know.
So he knows who he is.
I know, but I'm just saying, it just seems like whenever there's a new person on there, somebody, it's like my man does not know who this is.
Who's this?
They need Match Striker. Match Striker is the dude that you get to call any international match. He Match Striker seems like he knows every single wrestler there ever was inside and out. Like he knows Matt Awesome. I think Match Striker knows Matt Awesome. He knows about the chancletas. He knows about everything. Like he knows about high school, fucking senior year, the midterms grades that Matt Awesome got. I think Matt Striker knows all that shit.
Matt Striker's a fucking brain wizard like that?
Yeah, I mean, if you ever hear him call a match, like my man dissects these fucking wrestlers. He knows the history of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He was dope though, like in the ring though.
No, yeah, he was a school teacher in the WWE. He was a real school teacher, but then that was his wrestling gimmick also.
He was good. Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you how much I love this guy and how much he wrestles with his hands in his pockets, and I live for moments like that. The fact that he still got his kicks in. Like when his fucking head, he was like, he was just pissed, like he was getting bullshit ass head kicks over.
Well, it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
But the best part is that he reacted like he was gonna get hit so badly, and then he was like,
"Yeah, that's what made him to me like, yo, Will Ospreay is the guy. He can wrestle any style." That match was entertaining, but it was also still like, that was a serious match, also,
Yeah.
Who is
like towards the end, they were just going at it.
Will Ospreay is the white version of Ricochet, Joe.
I saw that. Where does he wrestle?
What?
Where does he wrestle? Yeah.
New Japan.
Nice.
He's part of the Forbidden Door.
Yeah, and England too, because he's the Revolt champion.
Yes.
That's what I was, because I know he was part of the Forbidden Door, but I wanted to know where he like regularly fights. So I'm guessing New Japan. That's dope. Well, you just answered you said New Japan.
Yeah,
I gotta go watch him.
It was for the IWGP US title. So it was for one of New Japan's pro wrestling titles that they had on the line. So
Juice Robinson had the title in his possession up in the rafters. I don't know if you saw that part.
Juice Robinson. Now that is a name I haven't heard in so long. And then when I saw him there at Forbidden Door, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Juicy Robinson from NXT?
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
And apparently he's Bullet Club now.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Man got Bullet Club on him.
That's it. But at this point,
What's going on, Johnny?
What's up? It doesn't seem as though the Bullet Club is really the Bullet Club.
Yeah, it doesn't have that same.
Nobody's in unison. This became officially Bullet Club NWO Red and Black.
Yep.
Well, we're keeping the original colors. We're not changing colors, but the characteristics of this group makes you feel like it's red and black. There's no communication. Nobody's in sync with each other. That's why during the interview, during the post media show, the media screw or whatever it's called, scrum. Thank you. Media scrum. Fucking somebody asked Jay White, the Bullet Club. It's not, it's not what it basically told him it's not what it used to be. It's kind of weak.
Yeah.
He's like, as a leader, I became this champion that time. Right. You did. But what about the rest?
Yeah.
Just one person is not Bullet Club. It's a legit army. Y'all want to be NWO so bad. Y'all want to be DX so bad. It's a combination of both, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But where it's at right now is definitely NWO Red and Black, where everything turned to shit. It was a cool concept when we saw it back in the day, but when we look back at it, we're just like, wait a minute, we're just as confused as who's with who.
Yeah.
There's no unison.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, this guy's Bullet Club, but he's not wearing a shirt. He's not doing any Bullet Club things that I've noticed. So it's like, you wouldn't have been able to tell if Juice Robinson was Bullet Club unless they told you that he was Bullet Club. Like when they did that little interview. They mentioned it. Other than that, you would have not been able to know.
No.
And I get it because the Bullet Club was almost like gang mentality. It was you fought one of them, you fought all of them. Now Jay White's out there by himself, and it's like, well, where's the rest of the Bullet Club? You had to recruit the Young Bucks to be Bullet Club again, and they didn't even rep the Bullet Club during the fucking Forbidden Door. I didn't see no Bullet Club shit. They didn't even throw up the Too Sweet shit. They were more elite than
Yeah.
Didn't he do the Too Sweet when he scratched the guy's back?
When he chopped him, he did the Too Sweet. But
yeah,
that was Jay White though.
No, but they did it. They did it, but it wasn't done enough, and I think that could be for legal reasons. Because you're in the States.
Yeah.
So the law's a little bit different in the States than what they are in Japan. So I want to keep that in mind. By the way, Johnny, NXT is horrible. However, I will say don't give up just yet. Triple H just got back in charge of NXT. I'm going to give NXT a month or so to fix their shit and get their shit together. Because right now, Triple H has a massive amount of messes to clean up.
Word. Yo, Karrion Grimes is the number one contender for the NXT Championship?
Yes, he was. He fought Braun Breaker for it, and he lost.
I don't watch NXT unless it's... I'll watch the takeovers, but I don't watch NXT on the regular either. But okay, I thought he was the North American champion. Or is
No,
that
North
D'Angelo
American
again?
champion is Carmelo.
Oh, he won
Carmelo
that.
Hayes. I
He won
think
it back.
yeah, he won it back.
Oh,
He won that back. But yeah, no. Carmelo Hayes is your North American champion right now. Braun Breaker is still your NXT champion, which, in all honesty, ain't doing much for him.
nah, it's not doing much for the brand.
No, it's not. There's no excitement. There's nothing behind it. But that again is all on the doing of Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what Triple H does. You think he's gonna change the look of it?
He's not going to change the look. The look is there.
Too
He's going to
short of
have to
time.
change it from the storylines, though.
Because
If
that
he can
shit went
change
from
the look,
yeah, that shit
don't know.
went from being serious to being a joke.
yeah.
It was like when Facebook was only for college kids, and then they allowed everybody else to come in. Now it's like, all right, it's oversaturated. There's no reason for Facebook anymore. I may be showing my age. And people who probably don't even know what Facebook is. My bad.
I mean, I would hope so. Everything is. Let's take it back to MySpace days. All right,
Yeah,
MySpace,
shit.
Black Planet. You know,
I had the sickest Daffy Duck background. Damn, remember me? Yo, for some reason that shit never worked on my computer. Every time I tried to log in, that shit was slow as fuck. I was like, you know what? All right, fuck it. It's not for me, I guess.
They didn't want you to win.
Nope. Yo, Show, what did you think of Will Ospreay and Orange Cassidy match?
Oh, my favorite guy. I remember texting you on the chat. I'm like, yo, this is my new guy right here, Orange Cassidy. I love his smoothness. I love his little thing with his hands in his pocket for the beginning. I even love when he put the glasses on the Chinese guy.
Yeah.
He just walked away. I like his gimmick. I never heard him talk. Does he talk?
Nah.
No?
Not really.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, he shrugs.
He's one of those guys where he's like, you have anything to say? He'll just look at the camera and he'll be like,
yeah, that the Japanese guy that came out to help him didn't get the gimmick.
Bruce Lee?
Because he was like, come back in here, and Orange Cassidy's like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And he's expecting him to do something, and Orange is like, nah, I'm not. I don't. That's not my character. And then he just gets out of the ring and walks away. He's like, you pander to the crowd. I'm the guy that does this. All right, I'm out.
Word.
But it was good to see him though. I remember when I was watching Wrestle Kingdom 9 or something, I saw him wrestle. And then like you hear that he went through so many injuries and shit. It's like, oh shit. It was cool to see him back. I don't know none of these niggas' names. I'm not even gonna front with y'all. Unless it's Okada or Tanahashi or whatever. I don't know these guys' names like that. I'm not
I was actually trying to look for it and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need Kenny or Dave here. If you guys are not, or matter of fact, if anybody is on the chat, if y'all know the name, drop the name down. Word. We are here to talk to you guys. We talk about wrestling every day in a group chat. Trust me. We do this all the time, folks. Talk to us. It's okay. Word. We don't bite.
Word.
We just, smoke, eat, drink, and talk wrestling. All right, next match. Zach, why am I going to butcher this name? Sabri? Am I saying it right? I'm fucking butchering this shit. Sabery.
Zach Sabre?
Zack Sabre. See, I'm adding another letter for it. Zack Sabre versus Claudio Castagnoli.
Yo.
I'm not putting the blunt down. No.
Hey. That name has to go. I hate that name.
Was Zack Sabre?
Nah, Claudio Stramboni.
Oh, Castiglione.
Terrible. I hate it.
Nigga,
Yeah,
that's his name.
that's his real
He
name.
should have went with something else.
That's his name.
Just Claudio. I think Claudio would have been better than
Yeah,
Claudio.
just plain Claudio, B.
Claudio Castiglione the third,
Word.
Figueroa.
Capiche?
He's a man from Switzerland. What do you expect?
My man said his name
He's
is
a
Claudio
Swiss Switzerland
Castiglione
man.
the third. Forget about it.
Capiche?
Yeah,
Claudio Capiche.
I didn't like. I don't like his attire choice because it's a little like, what's going on here? But I do like his wrestling. I did appreciate his match. I liked his match with Zack Sabre.
I did too.
It was exciting, and
Yeah.
I knew it's like when you know what wrestler you're going to get, but you don't know, but you're really hoping it's exactly who you think it is, and it turns out to be exactly that motherfucker. I popped so hard that I was told, listen, you know he was coming out. You can calm down now. I was like, I will not calm down.
Yeah. Yo, I remember.
Let's go.
I remember when his music hit and the crowd popped. Me and my brother like, who the fuck is it? Because they're looking at the crowd again, and I'm like, yo, you did a Royal Rumble AJ Styles shit on us. Let's look at the screen. Let's all see who this shit is in the beginning. Like, why do I need to see the crowd pop? No. Let's pop at the same time.
Word,
I'm like,
me too. I want to pop with ya.
Zapata.
Who?
Shibata?
Who?
That's the dude who came out. That's the dude who came out during Orange Cassidy and Will
Shibata.
Oh, the Bruce Lee looking
This
guy.
nigga looking like Bruce Lee nigga.
yeah.
The young Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Katsuyori Shibata. Yo, do not ask me to pronounce these. I have a hard time pronouncing English names. I'm gonna be worse. Yeah, I'm gonna be worse than fucking JR and shit.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Shit. But yeah, I was like, yo, Castiglione's fucking, he's controlling this whole match, but you can tell he's stronger. But when Zack Sabre started doing those transitions with the ankle lock and then the knee bar and then this and that, I was like, yo, my man is smooth, boy. He changed that sharpshooter into some other shit. I was like, yo, my man is smooth.
I said, why they never use that on Bret Hart? That reversal into a leg lock? What?
Yeah.
Got him.
But
I didn't think about it back then.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, you could tell that the match he would have had with Bryan Danielson would have been technical out the ass.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. And we're still going to get it.
Yeah, we have to.
We're still going to get it. We have to.
Was he hurt? Was he really hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt. I don't think that Bryan Danielson would have sat out of that.
Word.
He wasn't hurt.
That's a big ticket sell right there. But it didn't matter. Regardless that he wasn't able to make it, it was still a good fucking match. It wasn't disappointing. Yeah. You know, some debuts are actually very disappointing, but this was not disappointing at all.
Yeah, that is true. This one, it lived up to the hype. You got to see all, you know, his power. You got to see him wrestle outside of the WWE's umbrella, and you know, he lived up to what everybody, you know, thought he was in the WWE. And yo, he showed so much charisma too. Because in WWE, it almost seemed like, you know, they were telling him not to do shit, or he had to be a certain way. Here, my man was showing all the charisma. Like, no, this is really me, motherfuckers.
I can be myself.
Yeah.
Yo, and as soon as that bell rung, instantly he was ready to go for it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. We're gonna get a squash match. Stop at Forbidden Door. Oh, okay. It didn't happen. Good. I don't know how I would have felt about that. I would have been slightly conflicted because I would have been like robbed off of a match, and I didn't want to get robbed off of a match, but it would have been dope as well at the same time.
Yeah.
But we're not WWE. We actually put on a wrestling show.
I don't think Japan would have been happy with that. They don't want they players being squashed, right? Like I wonder what the kind of deal they had. Like I got to make us look good too. Don't
That's
be killing
why
my
most
guy.
of their matches, in their buy-in show, they had like at least 3 matches where the majority of their team won. Oh.
Yo, Pim, it's so good. The only thing you missed was show was on time today. Show was actually here before we got on, so for show. We spoke about. I gave a little rant on Eddie Kingston, but right now we're talking about the Forbidden Door going through match by match. We're up to the Claudio Castelloni and Zack Sabre match, and we spoke a little bit about Money in the Bank, but only the women in the Money in the Bank, because we know you like the women in the Money in the Bank, so we only spoke about them. But that's all you missed. We're still going on the Forbidden Door, and we spoke about Blood and Guts too, but we didn't get fully into it. I was just ranting. But yeah. So what was the next match after
The main event? White.
Yeah.
Jay White versus Adam Cole versus Hangman Adam Page and Okada.
All right. If I'm gonna talk shit about Eddie Kingston, I gotta say some shit about Hangman Adam Page. Can my man,
here we go,
please sell one fucking thing in his life? Sell one move, please. My man is looking like the T1000 out there. Him, Daniel Bryan, and fucking Moxley. Please act like when someone hits you, it actually hurts. Holy shit. Was it me, or did it look like he was the one to beat in that fatal 4-way? Like Okada and Sling Blade and Adam Cole, we know are phenomenal wrestlers.
You want to know why? Because out of all 4 competitors, he is considered as the underdog in the match.
But he looking like Superman out there.
Of course, because he is. He's cowboy shit. There's cowboy shit for a reason. He's good.
I hear you, but cowboys don't take that much cocaine. Like, the only person I see sell less than that was Scarface. My man was shot to shit. But yo, Hangman, please, your matches would be so much better if just one time someone did something to you and you didn't just immediately pop up and hit him with that fucking jumping over the top rope clothesline. Like,
he needs to come up with a new finisher.
Yeah.
The buckshot lariat is not doing it anymore.
No.
It's too long of a setup.
Yeah, you can't do it 82 times in a row. It's like, bro, please just sell something.
Why you already doing a lariat in the ring before the buckshot lariat?
Yeah,
I have to give it to you. Yeah,
that's just. I have to get that on my chest. It's like, can y'all please like sell them? Like, I understand it. You're tough, but also realize there are other grown men punching you in the face.
Mm?
Tyson couldn't take that after a while. You feel me? Like, please. It was a 20-minute match of you getting punched in the face and super kicked in the face and pile driving in the face and drop kicked in the face.
And he got up.
Feel one of them for me. For me, even if you gotta act like you felt it, please, Hangman. I please. That's my little rant on Hangman also. So Eddie Kingston and Hangman, we gotta talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You just really don't like Eddie Kingston. You just really have it in for him. He's one of our own people.
Hey,
you didn't even know about that.
I didn't, and I still don't see it. I still do not see it. I don't.
You're so disappointing.
Hey, listen. Hey, how long has Hangman
That's
been in
Eddie.
wrestling? How long? He's been in New Japan. He's wrestled in New Japan
Yeah,
before
he
he got.
wrestled. Everybody wrestled each other. Like that shit is not new. They did all of this shit in New Japan. Maybe not like a fatal 4-way, but they've all fought each other
Yeah.
eventually.
Oh, Hangman
If not
started
with
his
each
career in
other, then
2008. That's what 14 years. He couldn't even sell a TV if he wanted to.
wow.
I mean,
Wow. Like you wow. Okay.
I gave him chance after chance after chance after chance with this fucking thing. And I can't no more. Now when he's in there with Okada and he can't even give Okada a drop kick. Like, come on, Blair. Please. And one thing I love about Okada, and Show, I know you don't notice, and most people may not recognize this. If he does not hit he does not hit his Rainmaker clothesline unless he wins the match. If you ever see that, they like even when he fought Omega, the storyline was that if Omega hits his move, the one ring angel, it's over for Okada. Omega never hit that one ring angel. If Okada does not hit his clothesline, his Rainmaker lariat, unless he's gonna win the match. You know, there is no kicking out of that shit. And I love that for him because every fucking body got a finishing move that you got to kick out of 4 times before you win. I'm just saying, because he didn't hit that move on anyone during that match, and there was 3 other people. But I'm just gonna throw that out there. But go ahead, Gigi. I'll let you speak.
Hit the gym. Yeah. Yeah. I will admit that. I will admit Eddie has Eddie Eddie's a big boy. Eddie, I'm not gonna go there because I do love Eddie Kingston. I do feel he does need to hit the gym amongst other wrestlers in AEW. Okay, catering is really good. All right, people don't have catering ever in their life, and it's the first time they actually have it. I mean, you take a trip to an all expense paid vacation. You ain't gonna tell me you're gonna eat all the steak that you can get.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Even if I don't want it,
Shit.
I'm taking that shit.
Yep.
Word.
Gotta love that shit. I appreciate Eddie because he can tell a story. He can sell moves. He adds character to a match. And he's one of the OGs of AEW that seemingly have gotten over with the crowd. He's hot. He's hot. There's no denying it. Eddie Kingston is money.
I just think he overtalks his ability. And
can I ask you who doesn't overtalk and who needs to? I'm waiting.
You know something? Any good promo artist does not overtalk their ability. Ric Flair never overspoke his ability. The Miz doesn't even
fuck out of here.
Ric Flair has never ever in his life said, "When I see you, I'm going to kill you," and then step face to face with someone in a match and did not touch them. He had a riot happen when he turned his back on Dusty Rhodes when they did that Flair for the Gold shit. Ric Flair.
You understand that Eddie Kingston still went after fucking Chris Jericho, right?
No, I hear you.
Did you not see him giving the tate quieto?
I hear you. It was an hour. It was an hour-long match, and Eddie Kingston had 30 seconds with Jericho. I'm just saying, on site to me means There should
when you need to change your on-site because one of your teammates can no longer compete and you have to adjust along the way in a match, then this is the things that we need to do. Eddie Kingston.
John Moxley was doing more damage to people, and that was because he was blading people. But at least
that's what right?
he spent half the match blading people. No, but listen, I'm sorry. You lit me on fire. I cut a promo saying that all of a sudden now I'm a drunk now, and my demons have swimmed because I tried to drown them, and now I have to kill you, and it is on sight. It is no longer wrestling. And then when I see you in a match with said man, you need to kill because your demons are saying this. You got him in a headlock. I'm sorry. That's not what you said. That's not the match you sold. Jericho says he's a wizard and lights people on fire. You say you're going to kill him and fuck him up on sight, and you can't even hit him.
He's trying to kill him, and they keep stopping him.
I can believe a man is going to light someone on fire because he's a wizard.
He was trying to light him on fire.
But I can't believe a man.
Damn it. Brian Danielson said, no, we can't do this. Even though he's part of the Blackpool Combat where they don't give a fuck. Apparently they do.
Yo, that whole Brawl for It All match that they did, I don't know what they call it, the Rumble in the Arena or some shit. That whole
Stampede
match.
Stadium?
No, the one, it was Stampede Stadium, but they changed it with Moxley in the last pay-per-view. You know what I'm talking about?
They just fought all. They fought all around. Yeah.
But he fought 2.0 and Daniel Garcia with mustard all over himself in the concession stands while Moxley was wrestling Jericho the whole time. And the only thing he did, Jericho.
There was nothing there. No.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for Jericho. I'm looking for Jericho. And the only thing he did to Jericho was pour gasoline on Bryan Danielson.
No, he poured gasoline on Jericho, but then it landed also on Bryan Danielson.
He had more contact with Bryan. He had more contact with Bryan Danielson than he did with Jericho in that match, and that match had no rules. He could have legally lit Jericho on fire. I'm telling you now, my man.
I'm sure they all signed waivers.
No, he's overselling his shit. That's like me telling everybody about this podcast and saying Show will get naked every fucking time, and he doesn't even show up. It's at least here we're Raw. When I tell you to go fuck yourself, I mean it. Please go fuck yourself. When Eddie Kingston tells you I'm gonna kill you, he means with kindness.
Matt,
please, Matt,
help me out here.
As we're all from the Bronx, on site, please, Matt.
He's having a problem with Eddie Kingston right now.
I'm having a problem with him selling his feud with Jericho. You cannot tell me that you're a gangster and it's on site and now I gotta kill you and you made it personal. And my man, you are in 15 feet of this man. There is no one, there's air and opportunity, and you ain't do shit to him. You fucked up 2.0 way more than you've ever even seen, Jericho. My man, Wheeler Yuta, German suplex Jericho 9,276 times. I just counted. I saw the match again. I just counted the fucking German suplexes. And Eddie Kingston didn't even fucking touch him in the trios match. That match should have had more stipulation in it. I swear to God, Eddie Kingston should have said, me and Jericho are going to start blood and guts and we're going to end it together. It should have been that deep. On site means it's on whenever I see you. On site doesn't mean when I see you, I wish you the best. Don't ever use the name of Eddie Kingston in vain. My man, Eddie Kingston is fake right now to me.
Wow.
He threw a man off the cage last night. He threw Sammy Guevara off the cage.
Wow.
He didn't even throw Jericho off the cage. He didn't even fucking hit Jericho.
Jericho would have fucking died. Are you fucking kidding me? Jericho would have have been able to take that fucking bump. Jericho would not put himself in that fucking position. The only person that was able to go, great, that's fine. But the only person that can honestly take that type of bump would have been Sammy Guevara. Okay, you can't put Jericho in that same spot.
But you can't
have to fucking
you
sell
can't
it.
tell me that I'm gonna kill Jericho and not even attempt it. He had more. Yo, he's in a match.
My guy. Thank you. It's a fucking story.
It's not storytelling.
Yes,
it is not.
Yes, it is.
He is giving us a fucking trailer to this movie, and when we watch the movie, we go, hold on, wait. Wasn't there supposed to be fucking Transformers in this shit? They had the Transformers in the trailer. What happened? We have to wait for the Snyder cut for this nigga. We gotta wait for the Snyder cut to see him do some shit to Jericho. 4 matches he had with Jericho, and he ain't touch him once. Please.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
It is not bullshit. Watch the matches over again. I swear he had more contact.
Watch the matches over again. You're clearly fucking blind.
No, I am not.
Just because there's some separation, you can't say Eddie Kingston never fucking touched this Jericho.
Was all about Wheeler Yuta beating the shit out of Jericho and Eddie Kingston fighting Sammy Guevara, and then the Japanese dude, which I'm sorry, I forget what it's Sanaki. I forgot his. I cannot pronounce their fucking names. They beat up Eddie Kingston whenever Jericho did the shit. And then Blood and Guts, how do you not say we're starting the fucking match? How do you wait until you're the last
Because you don't start like that. You don't start. Because the ending of a match has to be the two main motherfucking characters.
And when they didn't touch. Eddie Kingston walked in there and thought they can't throw
Eddie Kingston hit him with a fucking kendo stick. He gave him that thing, more than once. Motherfucking, he hit him.
Please.
He had rubbing alcohol and they fucking took that shit away from him too.
Please.
You fucking please. I'm gonna hit you with the fucking kendo stick.
2 minute part in an hour-long match. He had 2 minutes with Jericho in an hour-long match.
Matt,
please.
I don't have a mute button, baby.
Oh, please.
They were the captains.
Please.
It's
storytelling. It is not.
If you're the fucking captain, you don't start, you finish shit.
Listen, Eddie Kingston.
Hello.
Eddie Kingston cut a promo saying that his demons came back and he started drinking again, and all he can do is fucking want to fight Jericho. At that point, you're mentally unstable. So why not turn around and go, I'm starting this match, and if I gotta fuck every single one of you motherfuckers up, I'm getting to Jericho. Why is it that the person who's a drunk, which to be honest with you is a little off colored after Moxley just fucking came back from rehab, but I digress. That's between them two. But is a drunk and his demons are swimming in him, trying to bury them shits in that shit. And you lit the motherfucker on fire, and then you try to light him on fire and kill his ass in a fucking other match. Why am I waiting an hour to get in this match when I want to beat the shit out of everybody on the team? There's storytelling, and then there's stupid shit. And to be honest, bro, this is what I'm saying. He's overselling these fucking matches. The match he had with CM Punk. Fine. It was fine because that was personal and they both made it personal and that was it. My man has not touched Jericho once. He has not touched Jericho once. You cannot tell me you have a 4-month fucking long program with Jericho. He lights your ass on fire. You blame all this other shit. You become a fucking drunk and you don't touch him. He should have had a rivalry with 2.0 because those are the only people he's fucking fighting. I don't give... It doesn't matter what it's getting. It's getting me pissed off. That's the shit right there.
It's storytelling. You see how frustrated it gets you so frustrated. That's how invested you are into this. See how emotionally frustrated you're getting? Because that's what they want to get from you.
There's a difference between heat and X-Pac heat and go home heat. I don't want to see this shit no more heat. That's me telling y'all he fucked up. It's like, stop this shit. Because nothing you're trying to do is being accomplished. This is like Thunder Rosa and Hangman Page title run. It's not happening. Sorry. You overpromised us and underdelivered. You have the GOAT in Jericho. And then Eddie Kingston who can talk the talk. Jericho can talk the talk and walk the walk, and Kingston can talk the talk at least. And this is what you give us. There's no story here. There's no story here. Because at the end of the day, in wrestling, it's the payoff. Where is it at? Where's that?
So
Where is this coming to a conclusion?
So let me ask you. You have beef with one person out of a group. You get your group. They get their group.
I'm going after that one person.
Right.
I have my group.
Right, but then that group ends up coming after you. And no matter what, it could be a numbers game.
No.
At the end of it. And it's always about a numbers game. No. We're dissecting the fucking match right now here, sir.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If I have a problem with someone and they have a group and I go, yo, show, I need your help. Take care of these other niggas. I'm going after him. No one should be touching Jericho. Who's to say that
all of them is going to equal up? Eventually, at one point, one person out of the team is going to go down. It's never going to be, reflex. No, one person is going to end up going down in a team. Why? Because that's what always happens no matter what fucking faction you are in. There's always one person out of the team that goes down, which goes ahead and adds more persons to the enemy side. That's what? One extra person that's kicking your ass.
But if you're
Eddie
in a
Kingston
cage,
was going straight for fucking Jericho, okay, with a Kindle stick. And yes, you're in a cage and everything like that.
And there's nowhere for you to go. And I already said I'm killing you. And I try to light you on fire. There is no way you can go.
And then one person from your team done fell down, hurt their knee, having a Peter Griffin moment on the other side of the fucking ring. Okay.
So
and now
you're telling me that Moxley, Castiglione, Wheeler Yuta, and Ortiz can beat the shit out of 2.0, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, and there's 6
You're
of them.
seeming to forget something. They were already down one man because of fucking Santana. Santana ended up going down during an injury. That's one less man on their fucking team, bro.
And
they had to adjust.
It was already a 4-on-5. Before Jericho got in there. They're beating the shit out of all 4 of them. Jericho comes in, it's a 6-on-4. Eddie Kingston comes in, it's a 5-on-6. Now all of a sudden, it's unmanageable now. The whole match, my team had him. But because I walked in here, now all of a sudden they can't have him no more. The AEW champion who blades everybody in the ring. Everybody lost 14 pounds of blood on Jericho's team. They're too strong. They're too strong for me. I have Castiglione who can lift up the whole team. He didn't have one bead of sweat on him the whole match. But the minute Eddie Kingston comes in, they're too strong. And then instantly Jericho runs outside the cage and climbs up. And then Sammy Guevara goes off the fucking cage. He's on top of a cage. There's nowhere to go. Just so you know, Gigi's frozen. She's not giving me the look. She's frozen. All right. All right, there you go. Gigi was frozen the whole time. She wasn't giving me a look. Because I saw it and I was like, wait, what? You haven't moved yet.
I got stuck there. I was looking at myself because I got a phone up here so I can read the comments if it doesn't pop up here on my end. And I'm like looking at this and I'm like, I'm frozen. Wait, if I'm frozen, I'm still moving. Like, I'm frozen here, but yet I'm still moving in the camera. So I was like, let me get a good pose. Let me look at this nigga.
What's going on, Tony?
Refresh. I refreshed the page while I was looking at you. I purposely did that because whatever shit talk you were talking, that was the look. That was the look that you was gonna forever get. Hi, welcome, Tony.
What's going on, Tony?
We're always not this violent.
I am. Going back to Hangman Out page, you should look at some of Mr. Perfect Kurt Henning's videos because everybody knows Kurt Hennig can sell and oversell, especially how he flipped around. Thank you. Please, Hangman. One move, a match. Let's start with that. Sell it, please. Sell me this pen, Hangman. We'll start with the pen. Sell me the pen, please. Fuck. Yo, and the thing is, y'all want to talk about Santana blew out his knee. I get it. Santana did more damage to somebody in that match in the 3 minutes that he was in the match before he blew out his knee than Eddie Kingston did with the fucking Tate Quieto stick.
That was great. It's a great stick.
Show.
I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on to the next subject right now, which is Money in the Bank. I'm getting the card ready.
Real quick, show, please. Can you tell me I'm bugging or not?
You bugging.
I'm bugging.
As usual.
Okay. All right. So, Tony, just so you know, that means that I'm completely right. Because show don't know
Wrong.
But that wasn't the main event. The main event was Moxley and.
Are we talking about what are we talking about? Forbidden Door still?
Forbidden Door, yeah. Because we went from the Fatal 4-Way.
Oh yeah, Moxley.
I went from Hangman to Eddie Kingston.
Fuck. Right. I guess so. Do I hit the back button? Oh no, I don't hit the back button. I'm good. John Moxley.
John Moxley.
Hishiro. Hiroshi. Hishiro. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just totally butchered that, and I just feel like Matt has just like coming at me right now. Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Tanahashi, there you go.
Sorry. I've been smoking. I'm a little frustrated now, y'all. Toe got me heated. I'm still drinking some Jameson. The blunt finished, but I might have to roll up another one for the last 20-something minutes here. Y'all, man. Come on. Oh, man.
Yo, listen. Before we get in, I just want to say this one thing. I fucking love wrestling. I grew up with wrestling. That's the first thing I ever remember watching on TV was Hogan and Andre staring each other fucking down. It's in my fucking blood. It's in my blood so much that Krills, who I used to work with, had no idea what the fuck wrestling was and told me, why the fuck are you talking about anything else on the fucking podcast? You should be talking about wrestling because of the way I fucking speak to him about wrestling. But I am not going to sit here and give anyone excuses when it comes to this shit. I hold everybody at the same fucking standard. The same standard I gave Damian Priest and every other fucking person out here, I'm giving them the same fucking standard. When you come out there and you give me bullshit, I'm gonna let you know. I'll give Eddie Kingston the fact that him and CM Punk's rivalry in that whole segment was awesome. I'll give him that. But the shit he's doing now with Jericho is fucking unforgivable. And Hangman, please sell one fucking thing. All right, go ahead. Now, Tanahashi and Moxley. Did I say it right?
Main
or did
event.
I another person?
Tanahashi, you said it right. Yes, John Moxley for the interim AEW. We all know that Moxley was going to win this. There was no way they was going to give New Japan the title to somebody, and that's just they're going to have to work overseas. That was just not happening. So let's just talk about something. They had a moment where Tanahashi headbutted Moxley, and that's how Moxley ended up getting busted open. Moxley did not blade himself that night.
Yeah, because he still had the bandage on.
Yeah, unless he did, and he did it during the sling blade, which is something that I read. Because there's no way you're gonna get cut up with the sling blade. But this is the thing. I do not want Moxley's face to look like Dusty Rhodes' face by the time he hits Dusty Rhodes' age.
It's too late.
Bruh.
I don't think
there's a problem with you cutting yourself way too fucking much. You don't need to do it every single match.
Yeah.
Chill. There's no need for that. Blood and guts. I understand. It's blood and guts. This match did not need it. But
it didn't.
There was a lot of blood. That shit got opened up. He bleeds, man.
Yeah.
Man loses a fucking pint of blood in the ring every Wednesdays and Fridays if possible.
Yo, for real.
Oh, we got John Moxley winning. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And what ended up happening? Did they all end up coming out? Right? They all end up coming out.
The Jericho Appreciation Society of America came out and started jumping Jericho.
So basically, everybody who was in part of the main event of Blood and Guts came out for the finale because obviously John Moxley won. And then that's when we saw our first encounter between Claudio and Eddie Kingston. And if anybody knows anything about the independent circuit and understands something, Eddie Kingston does not like Claudio at all. Like,
do you know the backstory to that? Or
it was just like a form of respect. And Eddie Kingston wasn't. There was a whole video. I thought somebody sent it in the group chat. I think it was Kenny.
If they did,
I think
then
Kenny sent it in the group chat.
I completely missed that one.
But yeah, there was like some real legit heat to both of them. So to see them actually work at Blood and Guts, because you saw Eddie Kingston talking to him, saying, listen, pretty much, it really looked like saying, bygones are bygones. It is what it is. We're working this match. Fuck it. You're on my team. I'm on your team. Let's just go for it. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Just put on a good fucking match. But there was some legit heat with Eddie Kingston and Claudio. How do you say his last name?
Castiglione. Isn't it the same name as the Godfather? Castiglione?
Maybe. I don't know.
Nah, that's Don Corleone.
Ah, well,
Don
it's one of them.
How come y'all didn't y'all do Godfather in your movie?
No, we couldn't
podcast?
We couldn't do Godfather because that was copyrighted. We can't even do public domain shit in the fucking thing.
Hey, have you done Rosebud? Is that the one?
Rosebud?
Is that the movie? Where is this Rosebud at the end of the fucking thing of it all?
Nah.
The black and white film. Citizens? I think that's what it's called, or some shit like that. I'm gonna find it.
All right. Yeah, please. Because that I was like, what the fuck? Oh, let me see if I'm trying to find him on the roster. There you go.
Citizen Kane. That's what it was.
Citizen Kane. Okay, yeah.
All I kept thinking about was Rosebud at the end. That's the only thing that sticks in my fucking mind. Oh man.
Yeah, so it's Castiglione. Claudio Castiglione. All right. So Matt goes when Cesaro was leaving to the E. He was supposed to put Kingston over, but he didn't.
I heard that one.
So it's
Kingston
forever
over, but he didn't. Yeah. Wow. See, there was just some. Yeah, there was just a lot of heat, but then it's also WWE not wanting Kingston as well. Kingston is not a WWE prototype.
Now, well, I heard from him that they wanted him as a trainer, but he was like, "Nah, I want to wrestle," and they wasn't gonna let him wrestle.
And that's the thing. A lot of them want to wrestle, but they're getting put to be trainers in the performance center.
Yeah.
You know? Then that is technically what their job is. Like, I can't put you on TV, but train the newcomers that are coming up this week. We just hired Logan Paul. It's just show him the ropes. Like a what?
But they can't give Ricochet.
I've been here for like 13 years, 14 years. Like,
yeah.
I was just one of your champions last week.
Yeah. Logan Paul is going to be at WrestleMania and SummerSlam, and Ricochet can't even be at WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
Oh, man.
Yo.
Word.
I'm going to have to get it. I'm going to definitely have to get that shit.
Word. He tried out, but they said no for wrestling, but yes, they could. Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
Nah, I hear you.
I appreciate Eddie Kingston all the way.
Yo, that is not me. She froze on her own. That is not me. The only one I really kick out of here is Show and Kenny.
You a liar. I know your buttons.
Yo, dude, she's on red right now. You see how she's frozen? I can't freeze people. I can only kick them off.
You pulled the trigger. Beer.
Nah, man. That was not me. That was show.
Oops.
But shit, yo, I know y'all see it. I said fire show, not GG. Hey man, when you don't agree with me, nah, fucking you. Yo, it's Steve. Fucking Steve always fucking with Gigi. But yo, I know Pimp and Tony, they know. They see it. They see it. Y'all fucking see it. All of y'all fucking see it. You just don't want to admit it. You fucking see it. You just don't want to admit it. You fucking see it. You see it, show. Act like you don't fucking see it. These shows all quiet and shit now.
No, I'm not.
But show, did you see the main event with Moxley and what is it, Tanahashi?
I did. I don't really like Moxley. I don't like his way of his brute. He's a brute. He's heavy-handed. I don't know why I don't like that style.
Because it doesn't. It's almost like you're wrestling the Superman. There's no selling there.
Correct.
Like there's a give and take. Like at one point, you got to make it believable that this man can beat you at some point. You know what I'm saying? When you lose that aspect of this guy can beat you, then why am I gonna invest? It's like, all right, you won. To me, it felt like the crowd was like that. It was like, we all know Moxie's gonna win this match, so we're not gonna be fully invested. But let's hope that Tanahashi can do something crazy. Because the minute they announced him to be in the match, my brother was like, oh shit, let's hope he doesn't hurt somebody. Because at that point, CM Punk was off his game, but I guess because he broke his foot, so that's why he was fucking around. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't fucking around, but that's why he was having those botches. But then Tanahashi's not all as healthy as he wants to be either. You know what I'm saying? Because Tanahashi technically was like the Hulk Hogan of New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know what I'm saying? He was the guy. But the crowd, I don't know if Dave's still here or not. He's probably not here because he was there live. But to me, the crowd seemed a little out of it. Either that or they were already like fresh, exhausted from the other match. Back to old Japan matches. Oh no, yeah. And yeah, I'm just saying, it's like his name is Castiglione now. Yo, Gigi, that was not me. That was Steve.
He's lying.
Show was talking mad shit when you left.
Why hear that you was gonna fire me and shit like that?
No.
Saying that you gonna fire me and saying that we should have fired.
That was Sunny.
Like show.
They're talking about fire show, not Gigi. I tried to fire show. Show got my IP address.
Apparently, Steve have mine because this motherfucker keeps fucking with my shit today. It's all right.
Word.
I get it. It's hot in this room.
But all right.
Shit.
So, was I bugging when I was I felt like the crowd was
right about now? But just to let y'all know.
Nah, I hear you. Did it seem like the crowd wasn't really into that match? Like they were into it, but they weren't into it as much as the 4-way. It was almost like we all know who's gonna win this.
The main event?
Yeah, Moxley and yeah, they all threatened to leave if you didn't come back.
Here. I don't blame them.
I mean, yeah, it's fucking show's fault if they leave.
Again?
Yeah.
Thanks, good.
But yeah, so you want to talk about Money in the Bank?
No, you know what it is? It wasn't it was just lackluster. Not to say it was lackluster. It was still a good match, but it, like you said, the match of the night was that 4-way with Pac. Yes, that couldn't be the main event. We know that. But even the match before that was still more exciting. It was more exciting until we got that ending.
Yeah.
We know now why we got that ending. It is what it is.
Hurting himself.
Unfortunately, shit happens.
How did he?
It's a shit. One of the moves that he did to Connor. One of the last moves he did to Connor, or that Connor did to him, it kind of just like knocked the wind out of him.
Okay. Because I know right before Okada.
No, because he was supposed to take a Rainmaker from Okada. That's like Connor. Yeah. I'm bugging.
Yeah, because
no,
I think he hit him with the super kick, and then Okada went for the Rainmaker, and he fell. And when he fell, that's when Sling Blade came in, did the switchblade to Okada, threw him out of the ring, and then pinned Adam Cole, if I'm not mistaken.
So no, but the concussion happened before that. I think it might have been with Hangman Page. I'm trying to remember exactly how or where that spot was, but I think it was one of the moments where he was doing like a final move to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Page got the first hit, and then it was going to be Adam Cole or some shit like that. Hold on. But I think it was a move that he had prior to him taking the Rainmaker to Okada.
Yeah, I can see. It was that ending was like, what the fuck just happened? But hearing that this guy got hurt, but also, I'm like, there's 3 other people there. You could have put them to the side and had the other, the other 3, or at least Sling Blade and Okada finish the match. But
I think at the end of it, what happened is that Switchblade was just basically looking out for his boy. I think that, there was supposed to be another moment, obviously, but it couldn't happen. And at the end of it, I think that Jay White was supposed to pin Adam Cole, kind of like the backstabber move, of this was your Bullet Club, now this is mine. I think that's what we were kind of missing, was to have Switchblade basically put a move on Adam Cole to kind of pass the torch to say for the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
For the reason of a clunky finish. Yeah, I'm just like reading all of this shit right now. I'm just trying to figure out when did that happen. And when it initially looked like Cole was selling a move, it didn't land. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say when he got concussed. It's just that he had a concussion. And that, that's it. Basically just doesn't state exactly what was the pinpoint.
Yeah.
But that he was concussed at some part of the match, and that's why he just flopped over.
Yeah, because it did look weird, like when he just fell like that.
Extremely. It's like, bro, you fell too quick, and then he was just there.
Yeah.
And then even after he, after Jay White pinned him and everything like that, you kept hearing them saying, check on him. But saying it in a way where it's like, I pinned you, whatever. After hitting him with the kill switch. Yeah, see? Like, it's always been writing where it was going to come down to Jay White and Adam Cole just because of the whole Bullet Club story. Yeah. Okada didn't take a pin. He's not looking soft. Hangman Adam Page didn't take the pin. It was so but we all found out that it was more based on the story.
Yeah.
So it was always going to be it was always about Bullet Club.
It makes sense because I don't know if you saw this, but the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling said that they were very happy with the Forbidden Door event, and they were saying that they want to do it again, and the perfect time will be the 50th anniversary of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they would love to have the AEW wrestlers come to Japan because they think that the Japan fans would love to see another Forbidden Door, and their 50th anniversary is this year, so we might have another Forbidden Door event.
I think it would be smart if Japan were to basically take that opportunity. And I think it would be super smart on Tony Khan to go ahead. Because not only are we selling Wrestle Kingdom, but then to sell it on Bleacher Report. And those are like a few days.
Yeah.
Isn't it like 2-3 days.
Yeah, I think Wrestle Kingdom is 2 days. It's like Saturday and Sunday or some shit. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But think about the press conference before that, the photo ops. Japan's wrestling community is so much broader than the United States.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Vince McMahon wishes he can sell out the Tokyo Dome for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And Vince McMahon will never be able to sell out the Tokyo Dome for any WrestleMania.
Not unless he has a fucking couple of dream matches. You know, like The Rock and Reigns maybe, or Okada versus somebody. Like they have to have another Forbidden Door.
Not unless it is underneath their terms, not WWE's terms.
Nah, not
WWE terms at all.
Yeah, because that could hold what, like 150,000 people, if I'm not mistaken, right? And that's double the records that WWE does. Well, in Japan, wrestling is so much more.
55,000.
Okay.
They wouldn't want to. They might feel like, well, you know what? They always bullshit the numbers.
That's true. They're in Madison Square Garden with 82,467 people. Madison Square Garden can't even hold 10 people.
Want to know why? Because they're counting the crowd, and they're counting the wrestlers, and they're counting the announcers, and the cameramen,
the people who bought it on pay-per-view, the people
the
on
catering team, the people who ate the catering team,
the people who drove the wrestlers to the show, the Ubers that everybody's taking after the show. You know, they got to count all that. The people in the traffic right now outside of Madison Square Garden, hot dog vendors.
But it's not even, let's just think about it. It shouldn't even be about a numbers game. It should all kind of be about pride and bragging rights.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, shall we talk about Money in the Bank now?
Yeah, we could talk about Money in the Bank. Because
it is Saturday, so I guess we should just.
Are you interested in Money in the Bank? Let's start off with that one. Both of y'all, Showa and Gigi.
No, I'm not, Billy. After going through the Forbidden Door, I don't want to go back through that door.
Yeah.
Nah. Unless it's Bray Wyatt's, fun house. I mean, I don't want to go through that door because that just seems a little crazy. But if I go through any doors, it's between that one or Ding Dong Hello. All right, Bailey.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But no. No, thank you. I will watch because, I'm a devoted fan and it's on because, it's on. But UFC is also on that night, so.
Se jodió, se acabó, because we're going to watch that.
Yeah. Wow, I mean, the UFC's, they always have big events for the 4th of, that's their biggest fucking card during the 4th of July.
If we need any updates on WWE, we'll just go on Twitter. Everything is found there within 2 minutes. Here is a look at the card for. Okay, you have a theory on Austin Theory?
Yes, I have a theory. I honestly think Becky Lynch is gonna lose the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's gonna happen before the women's title match, the Royal Women's title match. Bianca Belair is gonna come out. Carmella's music's gonna hit, and you're gonna find her in the back hurt, and Becky Lynch is gonna come out and wrestle Bianca Belair again. I swear to God, I honestly think they are never gonna give Carmella a shot at that title without Becky Lynch fucking her up and taking it from her. That's what I think. That's my theory. for Becky Lynch getting another fucking title shot?
I think they're just gonna let Carmella just take this out properly on her own. They're probably trying to promote their shit. Hence why, I mean, at the end of the day, we were supposed to get Rhea Ripley, and obviously we can't get that because bankrupt in the bank fast. We're not gonna get what we really wanted, which was Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Ripley is injured. It's all right. We're gonna circle back to that. Hopefully, they would be smart to circle back to that. Carmella's gonna take this out. I don't believe that Becky Lynch is gonna take out Carmella unless she ends up winning Money in the Bank and she pulls a Seth Rollins.
Like the during the match coming in cashing it?
Yep. But that would be, I would want that for a bigger stage. Obviously he did that for WrestleMania.
The fuck was that?
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are all right in July officially as of 2 minutes ago. Okay, 4th of July is coming. Can we not do fireworks for 4 to 5 hours like that one year, that one fateful fucking year?
Yeah,
that fireworks were going off every single fucking day for hours and hours on end. Where is this warehouse? I hope it burned down, and I hope the rest of the fireworks blew up in the air as that place burned down to the ground.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be illegal. Fireworks is supposed to be illegal. I don't know how they got
apparently not that year.
Yeah,
not that. Was that 2019 or 2020? I don't remember, but it was definitely one of those years.
That was the Bataki year.
Yeah, I think it was 2021. It could have been last year.
21.
No.
Last year? It wasn't last year.
It might have been 2020 because I think everybody was stuck in the house going, "Who the fuck is shooting all these fireworks?"
Niggas ain't had shit else to do.
Yep.
Niggas ain't had shit else to do.
My man was on some. Yo, let's go south of the border and get all these fireworks. Ain't nobody allowed outside. They'll never know. My man bought all the money Trump gave us. He spent that shit on fireworks. He just went around the Bronx. Broosh.
Yo.
For no fucking reason. Happy birthday. No fucking reason.
We need Bailey back. Ricochet and Ali needed to be in the match, not almost.
I do miss Bailey. Bailey was my girl. What happened? I thought y'all told me 9 months. Y'all lying.
They were saying she was supposed to be ready in the Rumble.
She's ready.
She don't want to fight?
She's ready.
No, they're probably holding her off.
They're holding her.
For WrestleMania?
Probably.
Wow.
Probably. At this point.
At this point, wait. Here's another swerve. Money in the Bank. Who do we not need for the women's money? Shotzi. We'll take out Shotzi. And we'll put in Bailey.
Yeah. I'll take it right now. Shoot.
Yo, but it's happened before, right? Where somebody that's not part of Money in the Bank wins the Money in the Bank.
Brock Lesnar.
Has that not?
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar
done
it.
Imagine Bailey does it for the women's division. She just grabs on the fucking ladder and she just goes up the way. And she's like, "Fuck you guys! I win Money in the Bank." And not for nothing, I think I would actually like that.
I would too. I would prefer that. Pamela Thickums Bailey Martinez. Jesus. Put her whole fucking. What's her social? And Thickums is, I think, her legal middle name. It might be on her birth certificate. But yeah, I would love to see Bailey back. But to be honest with you, right now, where do you put her? Because there's, she's
In
gonna
the
have to
women's
go.
title for Bianca Belair.
Yeah, she's gonna have to go against Bianca, but when she beats Bianca, now we're gonna have another Bianca going after the title again, and it's just gonna be Becky Lynch all over again.
I would rather have Bayley right now than Becky Lynch. And yes, it would be essentially the same thing. But Bayley is a different character than Becky Lynch.
Yeah, she's not.
So it's still a refresher compared to Becky.
Yeah.
Because Bayley now is her own arrogant self. And to be fair, there was pretty much this is where we were heading anyway until Bayley got injured. You know, Bayley was supposed to get the feud with Bianca Belair until she got injured. You pick up where you left off.
Yeah, they were supposed to have the last woman standing match.
I believe so. And remember, it was Bayley and Bianca for the longest. That was a great feud between them two.
Yeah, it was.
You know, and it was even of dumb shit, but it was entertaining. You remember when fucking Bianca Belair had to fucking pick up Otis?
Yeah. I remember that they did a little obstacle course and shit.
Yeah. It was dumb shit, but it was still fucking entertaining. You do that really with Becky Lynch. It's not within her character. So you have different types of segments that builds more character for Bianca Belair. This helps build more character for Bianca Belair.
Yeah, but I would rather them not do that shit again. It was funny, but I think at this point, Bianca Belair should be treated a lot more serious than her playing games with fucking somebody.
Well, I don't think they're going to do an obstacle course again and whatever the case may be. I don't think they're going to do that type of hokey pokey shit again. They only did that because they had nothing else to do at the moment. But like the cocky and arrogant, like, oh, you want to talk about you beat the 4 horsewomen. You didn't really beat me. Not for that.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah. Just have it go. Work in the morning. Yeah, you know what? Me too.
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty... like, in all honesty, do you see anything... Is there a title match? Oh yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Which I don't understand. I don't know why Brock Lesnar.
Do we?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar versus. No, that says SummerSlam.
Yeah, so no, this is what we have. On the card is this: men's Money in the Bank ladder match, women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Ronda Rousey versus Natalya. Theory versus Bobby Lashley. The Usos versus the Street Profits for the tag team champs. So the championships that are going up the lines is the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champions, United States Champions, and the Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Those are the only matches. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 matches, ladies and gentlemen, that is coming up this Saturday, right? On Peacock. 6 matches on the cock for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Give or take, right? We're doing a Monday Night Raw episode for 3 hours.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches for 3 hours.
And
Let's
you know
something.
They couldn't find a way to put fucking Gunther in here.
Card.
There was 12 matches if I'm not mistaken, because there was 9 on the main card and then 3 in the buy-in.
Just gonna count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
12.
Yo, they should have put Gunther in this fucking pay-per-view to defend his Intercontinental title somewhere.
12 matches.
Yeah. And half of that. This is
in the 4-hour show. 4-hour show. We have a 3.5-hour show, right? Because we have the kickoff, and there's going to be at least maybe there might not even be a match, right? So in a 3-hour, 8, 9, 10, we'll probably even go until 11.
Yeah.
So 4 hours, same as AEW, with 6 matches versus 12. Nobody knows how to do math?
Nope. And each match in AEW got time. It wasn't squash matches. They all had time.
And we're going to see video packages.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see it's in July. So that means August, SummerSlam, multiple SummerSlams.
Yep.
WWE Shop.
Yep. The 4th of July shit.
4th of July. We're going to make a wish someday, somehow.
Yep.
Oh, John Cena. Right?
The Raw rebound. The
Raw rebound. SmackDown. And then our first wrestling match.
Yes.
Before we cut into a commercial break during the paper.
Yes.
Yo.
I think they're gonna start the pay-per-view with the women's Money in the Bank match.
I don't see why not. Unless, what John Cena keeps talking about, he's not going to be wrestling for anytime soon. Unless, ready? Here's a swerve. Does John Cena have any movies coming up? He's promoting shit.
Not that I know of, no.
Unless the first match is Theory and Bobby Lashley, and John Cena just comes out. I don't know, possibly just like stay there at the ramp, doesn't really go into the ring, and then Bobby and Lashley ends up, I don't know. Maybe that's just me doing a story time. That would be nice because then you can set up John Cena and Theory for SummerSlam. You guys have been like teasing that shit like crazy.
But you notice the one thing about Cena is that he's not really the type that goes out and helps people when they get jumped.
Yeah.
He's never really the guy that runs out to help him. I think Bobby Lashley's probably going to get screwed and the story's going to be Theory saying he's the best and then he's going to challenge Cena. But I don't see Bobby Lashley winning the title in Money in the Bank.
Neither do I. I don't see where we go from here with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Do you think
Theory has the U.S. side? Who has the Intercontinental Champion?
Gunther.
Oh, Gunther.
Yeah. They could have snuck him in this. He could have had a match here against Ricochet or someone.
Maybe that's where Bobby Lashley goes next.
To Gunther? That would be... Now, that's a match. That's a match we've never seen before, and there goes 2 physical guys. I like that.
Let's see. Oh, man. Let's see Ricochet here. Just like dead on the ladder.
Yeah. We might be in the same... Are you in CBS Sports?
Yeah.
We're on the same website.
Absolutely. This nigga is done. I'm saving this. That's a great meme. I can do wonders with this one. Oh man.
Here goes the website right here.
Oh yes.
The minute you said that, I was like, "Oh, we on the same website."
Oh shit. That is funny.
Oh man.
All right. So the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Seth Rollins. Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, almost. Vin Diesel, Sami Zayn, Riddle, and TBA. What's TBA?
To be determined. Wait, to be
announced.
announced.
I know to be announced, but like who?
Wait.
They will later forth. Defeat Shinsuke Nakamura. Only one spot remaining. Oh, I guess that we will figure that out on SmackDown. That makes sense. We're gonna figure this out on SmackDown, right? So that way they can get ready for the match the next day. Because think about it, they did it for the women's, right? Yeah. One last match. Gotta save one for the men's on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, wait. Hold on, wait. They had the last chance battle royal where Riddle won. How you have another chance after the last chance?
Maybe because it's a SmackDown.
Probably.
I'm thinking it has to do with a SmackDown.
But there were SmackDown competitors in the Raw Battle Royal. Shinsuke and Ricochet were there, and I feel like Dorothy. You were there, and you were a tree, and you played a lion.
You losing a goddamn mind, girl. I told you to stop taking that LSD. Yeah, no, it's a TBA. It was 1 day ago, or 5 hours ago. Is it still TBA? Then I'm gonna go to another one. To be determined. So yeah, we're gonna find out by tomorrow on SmackDown.
And the crazy shit is they don't even like I'm on the WWE website. They don't even have what's gonna happen tomorrow on their website. It's all about what happened last week.
Of course, they're always like a week behind. Have you seen their networks? Raw is never there the next day. You know, Raw's there 6 months later. It's dumb as shit. Women's, let's see. I don't know all my players, but I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Rollins.
It's either gonna be Rollins or Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, because I don't see Riddle being in the main event.
Yeah.
Nope, not for the championship.
I just don't want him to win it. I don't think he's a fucking champion. I don't think
he's a champion by himself.
Yeah. He got any shoes at least. Like, please.
Listen, he smokes a good strand, so I'm not even gonna diss the man. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Lacey Evans, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch. Like I said, I give it to Becky, Bliss, and Evans.
You know, in a real world, like in a world where we were kids and anything was possible, I would give it to Liv Morgan.
Word.
But as we all know, it's probably gonna go to either Becky Lynch or Lacey Evans because they're pushing them down the throat. I want to say Raquel Rodriguez because it makes sense if she wins it the first match and then cashes in on Ronda. At least it would give Ronda some kind of more appeal to get the title. But I don't know. I think that would be a waste.
You got to think about who are the heels. Who are the villains in this match? It's gonna go to a villain.
Yeah, and
right.
And I have a working theory. If you go over on the Go Home show, you're losing at the pay-per-view.
Yep.
So Liv Morgan already beat Alexa Bliss in the Go Home show for Raw, so she's not winning the Money in the Bank. So and Becky Lynch had to win to get in it, so that doesn't disqualify her. So I think Becky Lynch has the greatest chance of winning the Money in the Bank. But Lacey Evans might be number 2.
Husband and wife.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank.
Yep. That way they can laugh and dress their ass off all they want.
Yep. So I wouldn't doubt it if they put Becky Lynch on it. Raw Women's Champion, Bianca. I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah.
Fucking Carmella. You're a joke, honey.
If Carmella
I don't want to say Carmella's a joke. I'm not gonna say Carmella's a joke. I think that her character when she screams off the top of her lungs is a joke.
Yeah. And her winning right now would be a joke for Bianca. It would be worse than when Bianca lost at SummerSlam in 27 seconds to Becky. Bianca's such on a roll right now.
Right.
Like, Carmella came out of nowhere and you're gonna beat Bianca? Like that's not believable. That's a disservice.
Not at all. SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Natalia.
We're losers no matter what. We're losers no matter what. So Natalia, I want Natalia. Anyone but Ronda. Where's the dude with no chin?
I can't do this. I don't know if I can do this. This hurts. This bothers me on so many levels. Natalia, give me Shayna Baszler in some part of this match, and I will be interested.
Yeah.
However, if you do not give me Shayna Baszler in this match, something. She just does. She can just stand right there, not even be a distraction, but causing a distraction because the champ is like, "You're my best friend," and then her tag team partner is like, "You're my tag team partner," and then they, I want to see Shayna just because she adds to the story. Yeah. And I think that's what I'm looking for, is something to add to the story, because you're telling me that the baddest woman on the planet, who's a shit person, who just a person who doesn't know how to throw hands. Yeah. All right. She's a submission queen. I give her. You want to throw submissions? Ronda Rousey's that bitch to throw submissions. She'll make a motherfucker really tap out on some real ass shit. Natalia, technician, sharpshooter. I haven't seen anybody really just like tap out of a fucking sharpshooter. You need to fucking elevate that sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Because at this point in this day and age, a simple sharpshooter needs to be remastered into a way where it's going to win for Natty. A simple sharpshooter will not go for the win.
She needs to almost do like a lion tamer sharpshooter.
Look, and perfect example. Charlotte Flair. She made a figure 4 into a figure 8.
Yeah.
She elevated it. And it's still more or less the same move as her dad, but just up a notch.
Yep.
Well, I'm not asking for a whole different moveset. I'm just saying put it sharpshooter and up it a notch.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Because Brett always did the sharpshooter unlike anyone else. So when you tapped out to Brett, we get it. Owen Hart was a little different and all that other stuff, but I think Natty needs that uniqueness in her sharpshooter.
Yeah.
It can't look like everybody else's sharpshooter. Like the Rock sharpshooter looked like it didn't hurt a fly. You know what I'm saying? Like we need Natty sharpshooter to look like, no, this is the legit shit she learned from her uncle, and she's here to kill Ronda Rousey.
This is the shit that I learned from the dungeon, not the shit that I actually show you every week.
Yeah, this is the shit that I hurt people with.
Right. So that is, I think, but we'll never get that.
Nah, not from.
We'll never get that. But if there was any way to win Ronda, or to save this, add Shayna Baszler to this.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
The Usos and the Street Profits.
Yep.
I don't see I don't see the Street Profits winning this.
Did they win? Montez won. Montez won over one of the Usos on Monday.
Yeah.
So
I think the Usos are gonna win this.
The Street Profits set up, but they got smoked. They're gonna get smoked.
You think this is gonna be where the Street Profits split?
No.
Or they're gonna wait till SummerSlam or Mania or some shit?
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna split.
Everybody's talking about Montez Ford going solo.
Maybe. But I don't see them splitting up right now. Because if Montez goes solo, that's it. That's it for Boogie.
Yeah.
He done. And I hate to say it like that, but they always keep one person from a tag team rather than keeping just a whole tag team together. They try to separate Matt and Jeff Hardy. Terrible idea. They try to separate the Dudley boys. They work terrible single. That you just don't put people who've been in a long-term tag team. You just don't separate them.
Yeah.
For the fuck of it, because odds are they work better as a tag team than they would do in singular matches. And that's how I feel about the Street Profits. Montez Ford will get his little steam, his little run, but the rug will get pulled underneath his feet.
Yeah, I think he'll be like Shad Gaspar. You remember when they split up the Prime Time, and Shad was supposed to be the next guy, and he beat up JTG, and that was pretty much the end of his run. He didn't do nothing after that.
Same thing with Titus.
Yeah.
Same thing with Darren Young.
And Otis.
I think no. So I feel like Otis cannot do a single run. He has to have somebody with him at all times. They try to do a singular, but not even. They just made him. He was with one tag team. He was with Tucker for a minute.
Yeah.
And then from Tucker, he was with Mandy. And then with Mandy, he was with Chad Gable.
Yeah. And if they split up, I think Chad Gable's gonna be the guy. Chad Gable's already showing he's the guy that you go behind if they split up. I think you would have to reinvent Otis to be like a Vader and give him a manager. That's someone I think you give a manager to. Otis, because he's not really the talker. And when he does show his charisma, he's the idiot. And you can't have an idiot be the new Vader, you know? But
trying to figure out who would we don't really have that many managers.
No. Not anymore.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
like
who is the manager of the Authors of Pain? I know he also managed Legion of Doom. Paul Ellery. I think Paul Ellery can do something with Otis.
Yes, but Paul Ellery doesn't want to work that SmackDown schedule.
I can see that. He is older.
That's one of the main reasons why he wasn't with AOP. He didn't want to work that schedule. He was like, nah. Too old for this shit.
Word.
So that's one of the main reasons. But yeah, they just need somebody. United States champion Theory versus Bobby Lashley.
I think Theory's gonna win, but it's gonna be. I think he's gonna come out the champion. Maybe Bobby wins by disqualification or some shit, but I think Theory's leaving with the title.
Maybe, because in this, let's see, Theory said Lashley will get his shot at the belt should he be able to be 3 men one night. So in this match, we have a possibility of Chad Gable, Otis, and then obviously Theory playing a trick on, Bobby Lashley and making it more of like a handicap match.
Oh no, that happened on Monday Night Raw.
It did, but it doesn't mean that it won't happen on Money in the Bank because, we hit the repeat button.
Yeah. Yeah.
One match that I am looking forward to. Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel.
Yes. But I think Elroy would have been a better match, but you know what? Fuck it.
Elroy has been postponed.
Yes, because of...
due to John Cena.
Yeah. You said it.
Elroy could not be seen. All right. Elroy is a big fan of John Cena. He lives and dies by the words of "You can't see me." Yes. All right. And it's okay. He's camera shy. There's nothing wrong with that. Man,
everybody in the family could be
who won the last one? Was it Owens?
Yeah, Kevin Owens won. Yeah.
Ezekiel wins this.
I can definitely see that.
Wins this.
Yeah.
That's it. And you know what? Ezekiel's going to get help from his brother.
That would be amazing.
All of a sudden, you're just going to hear the guitar. Ding. Hello, I'm Elias. Or not even. Just a guitar. Just at the beginning. And they're like, what are you? And then just cause a distraction.
Yeah. And Kevin Owens can sell the shit out of that.
Oh, man. He's great. But yeah, I see Ezekiel winning.
I could see that. Especially the way you said it, I can definitely see that.
And that's it. I kept scrolling down for more. Nope. That's where the buckets ends, honey. Yep. All right. That's 6. That was 6. I went through 6 already. Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank, 7. Raw, SmackDown, Undisputed, that. Money in the Bank predictions. Is this? It says Kevin Owens. Maybe that's the kickoff.
Could be.
Maybe it's the kickoff. That's a shame. Kevin Owens on the kickoff show. Time does it start? 8 p.m. Just make sure. Yeah, no. It'll be on, but I'll probably be on my laptop watching UFC. If not, then attending to my child. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on, but it's probably gonna be on for background noise.
Yeah, unless it's one of those you get a text message, Bailey's back, and then it's like, all right, I gotta definitely pay attention to what the fuck's going on. But this doesn't interest me at all because they put themselves in a corner so much that we know who has the win, and now it's no longer interesting.
It's like we already know who the winners are based on the card that you gave us.
Yeah.
The only unpredictable thing is the Money in the Bank, because at one point we thought that I think it was AJ was going to win it, and then it fell into the hands of Otis.
Yeah.
So that was unpredictable because nobody predicted Otis at that time to win Money in the Bank.
And they did nothing with it afterwards.
And they did nothing with it. Yep. The few funny skits, but that's about it.
Yeah. And then, even if they do have the Street Profits win the tag team titles, I guarantee you that's going to die down real quick once Monday Night Raw comes up.
Yeah.
They're not going to keep that heat and build off of that. They're probably going to lose it to the Usos on Monday or Friday again. The one time Roman Reigns comes back to make sure that they're the champions.
Word. It's like, do I have to do everything for you?
For real. I mean, that's about it, right?
That's it. We covered Forbidden Door, Blood and Guts.
Yep. Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Vince McMahon's rape allegations towards him. Yeah. Did we? No? Well, no, there's that too.
I spoke about that briefly in the show in the beginning, but yeah. And then I got off some rants. There you go.
And you got some stuff off of your chest.
That's right. Yeah. I opened up Matt Awesome's eyes. So now he can see clearly now.
Nah. He understands where I'm coming from. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think y'all smoked the same strand.
Matt Riddle's absolutely amazing on that. You should look it up. Yo, it's legal, baby.
Word. But and on that note, everybody, it's your friendly. Wait, hold on. Pimp popped up right when we was getting off. You covered it all, including the argument about Kingston. Word. Somebody had to say it. Pimp. And it had to be me. I'll do it. I'll step up. But on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood Nukkle